in the work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't know nobody no more on the board, man. We still know we still know these folks.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
They went 10 deep in the draft. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
they
So-
know 10 players.
I'm still trying to politic for Andrew Armstrong with Star.
Hey, I like Andrew Armstrong for real. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I seen some flashes out of him.
And just real quick, we also had a lot of subs go towards Star and Big Time. I want y'all, we got a lot of people in here. Y'all don't forget about two of my favorite homies. Like, real talk, these are some of my favorite homies, hands down, easily. I love their chemistry, bro. I love the way they rock. I love the way they fight. They dirty fighters, but they good fighters. And I'm honestly glad Team Weapons versus Team Trench is over, because at some point, I like us to fight other people. I got sick of fighting each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to fight other enemies. Y'all go too hard for us to keep boxing.
Fought me hard, boy. Fought me like they hated my guts, boy.
Hey, man, Lord, he slammed you, dog. He slammed you, bro. He did.
Me, but look, then
I said you slammed OC.
No, OC slammed me first. I had to get my get back. I said, I can't let him ride out like this.
Hey, you was going hard, landlord, but I'm still undefeated. But look, man. Hey, while you saying all that, boss, I'm gonna say something. Don't forget to follow Boss Cowboy Sports, man. Boss Cowboy's been putting in a crazy work, man, organizing this thing, being the captain, man. So please give us a like and a follow, man. That's the least you could do. All this hard work Boss Cowboy done put in, man, because we chasing 10,000 without buying subs. You know what I'm saying? So we doing it here. So yeah, please give us a sub, man. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, indeed, man.
Hey, can I ask y'all what do y'all think about Xavier Restrepo from Miami?
I thought he would have been picked up by now.
Yeah.
Horrible combine.
Vibes.
Yeah.
Horrible combine.
What did he do in his combine, Henny? Because I don't know.
His tape is good though.
Oh, they talked about him. Yeah, we talked about him.
Yeah, we talked about him multiple times.
It was mixed feelings on him. Like, I think Rome didn't like him at all. But
we up next.
Who we talking about?
We up next. He was talking about Xavier Rope. Yeah.
He had production. He wasn't fast when he tested.
Ain't he a shorter dude too?
He a slot.
Yeah, I'm
He 5'10".
I'm cool.
You don't want that?
Nah. I'm cool. He a hopeful and he short? Nah.
But I heard that dude route game up.
No, he's not a hopeful.
This the thing.
Game film is good.
He's like a 1,200 yard receiver. It's just that he didn't test that well. Like he kills people. Folks can't guard him. He always open. But because of the combine and shit, it's not.
Pick his in O-line, man. Chill out.
No, they saying it's O-line.
They went O-line.
Man, they be wilding out. They be wilding out in the streets.
Another offensive line. They got nine of them niggas.
I can't even be mad no more, bro. It's comical at this point. Look, I ain't gonna hold you.
Sean Cornelius.
Y'all like him?
Who's that?
Sean Cornelius, 6'5", 310 from Oregon.
Yeah,
offensive tackle,
project player.
He's okay, man. It's just that they want to go cheap, and they sign some of these veterans to be camp bodies, and they're gonna cut the camp bodies, and they're gonna keep the draft picks. That's what this is about. This is strategic. They're gonna try to build depth organically, like they always do with offensive line, and they're gonna cut some of these guys that they just gave these little cheap contracts. They're not gonna make the 53. They're gonna end up being on practice squad or end up getting cut. Watch what I say. So a lot of these guys, several of these guys they just signed, they're not gonna end up being with the team. They're not. They're drafting these dudes. That's what
we got another pick coming right up, right?
I think so.
We got another pick coming right back up.
We got 2 picks in the 6th still, correct?
I mean,
no, we don't have any more picks in this round.
Excuse me.
We got
traded
3
both
and
of them.
7, don't we?
We have 3 7s. We are the first pick of the 7th round. But yeah, but right now we don't have any more 6th round picks. So it's
That's terrible.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 12 more people before we pick again.
Oh, that's fine.
And the Eagles pick again twice, so I could see the Eagles taking.
Might mess around and get Isaiah Bond, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna take.
Hey man,
this is how they
gonna mess around and get
we can't even cover them now.
We can't cover him right now, and they gonna get him. He the third.
Isaiah Bond for sure. If they don't take Isaiah Bond, everybody.
Are they punishing Dak for his contract? Like
they are. Yes.
Shit, they punishing us.
They've been doing this for years. I don't know.
I mean, they was here.
I know. I ain't new. I'm throwing it out like that's the only.
It makes no sense.
Y'all
don't see. Let me say this real quick. Y'all don't see the way we go about building this team. It seems like we never want to build on top. I ask myself this question: how could you build something if you constantly replacing it? Like you trying to build a brick wall. And you keep putting a brick down, and then you take it back, and then you put another. Like you will never be successful like that. That's how it seems like. That's the way we like to operate when it comes to building this football team. We don't build on top of nothing. We just replace everything. So now you just got a bunch of new stuff with no camaraderie and no direction. I don't like it
because you don't spend in free agency. Like all you do is draft people. You let them play out their contract. And then when it's time to pay them, you draft a replacement and you just repeat the cycle. What you do? You let them age out. You let them leave. You get the comp pick. You don't even try to trade them when the time is up, and then you just rinse and repeat.
Yeah, you gotta be able to. You gotta have something solidified there and build on top of that. It just seems like we just wait till somebody finna retire. You see, everything was the low-hanging fruit to me. Like Zach Martin retired, oh, we need Booker. D-Law left, oh, we need the Boston College kid.
Even though you drafted D-Law replacement last year.
Bro, listen to what they did with defensive end. They just drafted Nealon last year in the 2nd round. Then they brought back Dante Fowler. Then who else they brought? They still got Sam Williams coming back from injury. Like, I just didn't see why you needed an end right there. But I like him though. He looked nice. I can't hold you.
I ain't gonna lie. We was drafting good until like you came in, landlord and Henry, bro. Like we was, bro. Like we was drafting good, and then all of it. It's like y'all the worst juju on weapons ever. Can y'all leave?
Nah, I might need to leave. I might need to hiatus.
But we ain't finna sit here and act like you love the Siobhan Rebels pick.
I know. You already know I ain't gonna cap on it. I like the value of it.
I like
you know
the
what I'm
value
saying?
too.
I like the value of it.
I don't know if I like him as a player.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, just keeping it real.
And he a small school dude.
This guy we just picked is a right tackle, which we did need right tackle depth because there was nobody behind him.
Exactly.
That was a question. Like,
I did like him as a player, though. I like the Oregon dude developmental wise. OC, you didn't like him? Xavier Cornelius? I liked him developmental.
Developmental wise, that's why I said he's okay. You know what I'm saying? He'll be okay for you. He's just a guy, man, that is going to provide depth. And then basically the situation with him is going to be the same situation, kind of like Asante Richards, except for he got hurt. It's like how much better can he get from year 1 and year 2? Like that's what you're looking at.
Without reps, which is
right. It's like how much stronger, how much better can he get? You know what I'm saying?
But I was gonna say you had swing tackles.
That just felt cheap. That honestly felt cheap to me. That pick felt cheap.
Yeah, we probably could have got him as a UDF.
Nathan Thomas, Awesome Richards, like so. Neither one of them can be a swing.
This smell like Steven. It got a.
I agree with you, Henny. Henny, look, I agree with you. I don't think this is a needed pick. I would prefer them to get a big back, right? Or they can get another DB or something, right? I don't think the O-line pick is needed here. It's just what they did. You know what I'm saying?
It's a budget pick. It's one of these Stephen Jones thinking into the future bullshit. Like, instead of getting a Kobe, which you need, or you need a receiver or Martinez, which helps you now, here he go again, building in red shirt and cats for the future. Man, I got to take a break. I'll be back, bro.
Damian Martinez on the board still?
On the board.
What the hell?
Yeah, David Martinez was on the board, Isaiah Bond and Ted Johnson. It was a whole lot of good players. It was DTs on the board. Yeah, Kobe was on there too, bro. It was at least 3 good corners, bro.
It's Steven
I
because
didn't mean to be drunk, bro, but damn, man.
Jabbar Muhammad on the board too.
Yeah, Jabbar Muhammad. It's a lot of talent still out here. I don't know why Steven would go old tackle there. It's like Steven, you could have got him the last.
Take a break, bro.
Listen, nobody
Probably
what to
did
this
that
point.
to be funny though.
He's so goofy. Like we just be doing goofy stuff.
He probably did it to be funny. But hey, we did need the backup right tackle, so I'm happy with that. Just because of that.
We did need it. I do think right tackle was a need because I mean you could have possibly, if Steele goes down, you move Guyton to right, I guess, and then you kick Tyler Smith out. I mean, I guess that would work, but I don't think they want to do that.
I don't think Tyler Smith, the left tackle, is anywhere near as impactful as Tyler Smith, the left guard. Even in like emergency situations. I didn't like him playing left tackle last year.
I didn't either. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they want to do that no more. I don't think they want to move Tyler Smith at all. So I think your backup left tackle is awesome, and then they just got this backup left tackle for Steele. I just think this guy, he probably would have won a UDFA, but maybe they know something we don't. I don't know.
So if Steele go out here and get whooped next year, this is my concern, OC. This is directed 100% to the OC. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
But nah, I just want to know if Steele go out here and be sorry next year. I'm talking about getting whooped.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna come right back in this war room and tell me we need a right tackle?
No, I'm not gonna say that. I gotta see how it plays out. But what I will say is this. You have a Sam Richards coming back, so I think that he would be more so likely to be your swing and go to right tackle if there was an issue with Steele. And I think that based upon his jump from year 1 to year 2, I think he's good enough to do a solid job out there if you just give him enough reps, okay? So that's where I think this is. I mean, you got a couple journeyman tackles that are in the building. You got a journeyman guard who retired, who may be a surprise. So you may get some pleasant surprises when you get into camp, and then you'll get those guys that are letdowns, and they're going to get cut. But the secret sauce to this, and understanding this, is something that I've been saying from the beginning. It's about the philosophy of the head coach, and it's about how that offensive philosophy will go based upon what that OC wants to do, which is your head coach, which is going to be a power zone run game, gap scheme with play action pass. He'll open it up in some respects. So he's going to be heavy on trying to get the best offensive offense possible. But let me say this, landlord, too, while I close. I don't think this was his pick. I think this was a Stephen Jones pick. And I think the draft was going too good, and Stephen had to jump in and have to say, and then he started throwing some picks out here, and I just think it threw the whole flow off. That's what I think. I think it's a Stephen Jones pick, to be honest.
But I do want to say this too. A lot of why we pick a tackle, then it's like everybody picking tackles now. I don't know. I feel like everybody's drafting kind of weird. Y'all don't think that? Like, I feel like it's just because I mean everybody's passing on Bond. I thought the Eagles for sure was gonna take Bond right here. They picked some tackle, Cameron Williams.
Don't worry about that star. They picking at 209 too. They just picked at 207.
Yeah, that's true. They can still pick them up. But the Eagles, they really have just gone defense, and the Eagles have only drafted Eagles and offense. I mean, Eagles. They've only drafted defense and offensive line. That's it.
You got to think all they drafting for is depth for real. They got their depth.
Hold on, I got you. Hold on.
The only thing they missing for real is a safety. They impact big time.
They got safety. They got the boy from Texas.
No, I ain't talking about from the draft. I'm talking about before the draft. They were really missing but a safety and what else? A defensive end maybe. They probably got both of them.
They traded away C.J. Gardner-Johnson, so yeah, you right about that. Because remember they had
open case. Maybe take Andrew Armstrong.
He the one in the cut for me. He the like the last hope. I like what I seen from him. I really did.
Hey, you know what bullshit when I was talking about him.
What?
Talk about Andrew.
Yeah, you put him on Front Street. I peeped him out for you, man. You did.
We don't have the wide receiver at all. That's gonna be
it was hurt. And listen, landlord put me on Jordan James. That's why I was crushed when he went a couple people.
Now, did y'all see who took my guy, my pet cat in the draft?
49ers.
The 49ers took
49ers, yeah.
And you know how they probably seen the same characteristics I saw, bro. Man, if CMC get hurt, that boy gonna go crazy. Why would I tell you?
That's because who was that running back they had last year?
Jordan Mason.
Yeah, that's their replacement.
He went and got a bag, didn't he?
They
somebody paid him in free agency, if I ain't mistaken.
Carolina has taken 3 wide receivers.
Who they just draft?
Jimmy Horn from Colorado.
That's a pretty good sneaky pick.
Yeah.
Late. Right, let's see if Eagles say
right. Hey, Bryce Young ain't got no excuses no more, man.
Well, Bryce Young,
that man got Super Saiyans.
He got Ted over there too, didn't
he? Yeah, he got Ted.
A lot of people finna eat. Don't worry about Bryce, boy. Watch what I tell you.
I believe it, landlord. He started to put it together. Like he was for the end of the year. He was one of the best quarterbacks. So I think it clicked for him, and I do think that Ted is gonna help him with Jimmy Horn, and he still got Xavier Leggett, and you got Rico, and you got
Koki put the ball last year. Remember he had like the 50-60 yard touchdown against us when we played.
Yeah.
Who you say, Henny?
Coakley, the other wide receiver over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they got him, and they got another. They have another.
That running back might come back healthy too.
They got
Texas.
The one from Texas, Brooks.
Rico, and I think they drafted another running back in this draft. So
who that was? You told me and they drafted a wide receiver. We was like, bro, they got nothing but wide receivers.
The Texans.
The Texans got
both. They got both the wide receivers from Iowa State. They got Jaden Higgins and they got Noah.
And these boys still got Nico.
They still got
who else? They still got Tank Dale. These boys loaded over there, bro.
Yeah, they loaded up. The Texans probably going. They went all in this offseason.
I like this super check. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
My boss said, "Can I get a grade from everybody
on the draft?"
Let's wait till after this pick. They get Isaiah Bond. It's gonna be an A+ for me.
I want to hear you before and after though. That'll
change
be fun.
Everything. It'll change.
You don't want to give it up to now?
We can go ahead. We grading the whole draft, or we grading each draft pick?
The whole draft, I think. He's like overall grade right now.
Overall, right now, I'm gonna give it a B.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was.
Same thing I said before. B talent, D for need. We ain't need half this shit.
I can't help but agree with that. I just feel like we still sitting here like I like Blue. Blue was a nice pickup. He went my guy, but he remind you of Tony Pollard look like to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He look a lot like Tony Pollard.
That's his comp too.
He like Tony
Hey, I
Pollard.
said the same thing, bro. That's how I know we great, bro. Me and you great, bro. Me and you great.
Right. But I looked at him. He look like he got a little more passing ability than Tony did, though. Just a little more.
Because Tony couldn't catch it well.
Yeah. He looked like he got just a little bit more receiver in him than Tony did.
Yeah.
Down show, hey, you saw you.
Yeah,
saw him in the playoffs catch out the backfield.
Antoine Powell Ryland. Is he good? The Eagles took him.
Eagles.
Well, at least
the Eagles is killing this draft, man. The Eagles is really killing this draft. This is a man that gave my Canes problems when we played against them over there in Virginia Tech. They really had us beat when it came down to that last bang play. He had about 2 or 3 sacks that game versus Miami. That's what put me on to him.
See, that's what type of time I'm on now, Chris. I'm just saying, bro. We gonna stretch CeeDee Lamb like that cut. You know what I'm saying? We trying to make him flip. We don't have nothing but. I can't say we have nothing but CD, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, this man had to do everything, y'all. And he publicly came on there and said, y'all help me. And the Cowboys said, nah.
He is Peoples. Of course they did.
We good.
Who took Peoples?
The Ravens. The Ravens have killed the draft once again, like they always do, bro.
They don't have no pressure. They went out and they signed DeAndre Hopkins. They just got they just got a wide receiver in the first round in Jordan Adams. What's the boy name?
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers. Yeah, they set. They got 2 tight ends. They got offensive line. They can just draft BPA now because they went shopping before the draft was here.
That's how you supposed to be. Guess what BPA, something else BPA represent to me? To me, BPA represents that you got a foundation already. And now you just adding on to it. See, you filled all your voids. You know what I'm saying? We not in that position. We don't have that luxury right now.
Yeah, we back on budget at the end, bro.
Mhm.
It's pretty obvious we back on budget drafting. I also want to get a special shout out to Star and Keystone. It just showed their skills because think about it. They was talking about them as they top sleepers before they went. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know? So it's like it's just show you the amount of work again. I just want to kind of feature that, you know? Is that they named these sleepers by name and then they went to your better drafting teams again. So that just tells you the talent of their eyes, the talent of the work, you know. And this type of stuff don't happen by accident. This happens from people who actually put in real work. So I swear to God, you're gonna have something out there that's gonna say that these content creators unqualified because you got to look at 12 games. No, don't listen to them liars and them wannabes and them fakers. You got to listen to people who actually do this work. So when you see your better drafting teams consistently going with the people that be talking about this, like Keystone and Star, it show you, man, that it's about people that put in the real work. It's a lot of pretending out here, man. Y'all better be careful.
Facts.
Big facts.
Yeah. How soon we pick again?
It's coming up quick, bro. It's coming up. It's finna fly now, bro.
We're 6 picks away.
And it's them picks go fly. You know, so
that 7th round gonna go.
It's gonna go. Cause see, they know they against the TV clock now. You know what I mean? So they got to get off the air. So
we picked 3 times in the 7, so let's see what they do.
All right, so it's time to start looking at what's available again.
What if we got Tez Johnson and Bun?
That'd be crazy. They just went wide receiver.
That'd be outstanding, right?
It's almost like I feel like Team Weapons getting punished, bro. Everybody, I feel like Team Dak, Team Weapons, and Team Weapons are getting the ass whooping because Dak getting his.
I mean, shit. Team running back ain't got too much love. They even get a 3 down back.
No, they haven't. They got a committee back though, which I'm still cool with. They got a real nice committee back.
Did y'all see who Samson would end up going to?
Browns.
And then they paired him with somebody, didn't it?
The Browns, and they got Junkins. The Browns.
I told you, what I said about my boy Samson. I said you gotta pair him with somebody.
Yep.
Real quick, y'all, because our pick coming up. I want to get us back on us if y'all don't mind. I don't mean to cut you off.
Cool. You go ahead, hurry up, put it up.
So do y'all want to look at the overall or do y'all want to lock in on running backs and receivers?
Running back and receiver or the needs now. If they go on budget, like we need to go ahead and look at running back and wide receiver because there's no reason at this point to take anything else.
Right, I agree.
You'd have messed up.
You got everything else. Like what the hell? The only thing I can see is
defensive
corner. Oh, defensive tackle.
They ain't getting defensive tackle. But at this late in the draft, you ain't getting nobody to play.
That last 7th round pick, my boy Malachi Moore stood up.
No, he been gone.
I did like Jay. I like Jay, bro. I like Jay. I haven't did no major work on him. I just like the pre-draft analysis. You know, just reading it now. That's the wrong way to like somebody, but hey, shit, I like your weight. You know what I mean? And they said Jay is 3 year starter and stout interior run defender. So, you know, if we still trying to get somebody late on, so I'll be cool with that. But I still will put these weapons and running backs over all of it right now because I know I would still prefer a vet. I would want us to be starved out at DT, to be honest, because I want a vet over any one of these rookies, especially a late round DT.
If the Cowboys draft Bun, bro, that'll be the headline Jerry need. That'll be the controversy Jerry need. That'll be some jersey sales Jerry might need. Like real talk, I think it'll fill out the box.
Yeah.
He might be able to go as an undrafted free agent, to be honest. And if I'm Isaiah Bond, I'm coming to Dallas so fast because they wide receiver 2 is so wide open.
Yeah,
man,
come over there.
They don't
take over.
Yeah, I'm coming to Dallas. If I'm any one of these receivers, I'm coming to Dallas. Like, cause when you're an undrafted free agent, you now get to pick the teams that might fit your scenario better. So. But I just don't want them to get cute, bro. I don't want them to get cute and ignore this talent. I don't. So let me go to running back real quick. It's just
Smith out there. He's just gonna be going to undrafted. Quinn Allen, Calvin Nungai, like Bill Moffa, Corey Kiner. Yeah, they gonna go undrafted.
Marcus Yarns is there out of Delaware. First CAA.
What's your thoughts on him? Because his measure, I mean, he looks small. The 5'11", 193. Is that another Pollard? You would trust that to be like a 3-down back at 193, 5'11"? Okay. So that's kind of Pollard 2-ish.
Yes.
Okay. You was talking about a late round star. You was talking about a late round sleeper back that you felt could.
Yeah. Corey Kiner. I love Corey Kiner out of Cincinnati. I think he's a 3-down back. He just hasn't been talked about. I had DMV look at him. DMV loves him too. He said he's his favorite type of back. But me and him talking, he said, yeah, he definitely gonna go undrafted because just don't nobody know him.
Yeah, they don't even have no write up on him.
Right, nobody knows him. But when I watched his film, I think that he is a 3-down back, explosive, good, very good ball carrier vision. Yeah, I think he's complete. I could pull up all my notes on him, but I watched a couple games with him, and nobody talked about him. So I feel like that's a guy that you could get if they don't end up drafting another back. That's a guy that you could get as a UDFA, which we usually do good as UDFAs. I think Ulysses Bentley is also good out of Ole Miss. He caught my eye when I was watching Trey Harris. He's pretty explosive too. I don't know if he's a 3-down back, but it was a lot of times he was getting huge runs where I had to look him up. I was like, who is this?
Hey, those are my favorite types when you find them when you ain't looking for them.
Right.
Those are my favorites. I've never missed on those types where you looking at this player, but when you looking at this player, this other player keep popping off.
Jumping off the screen.
I swear though, I've never missed when I found them types. So I love what you just said, Star. Let's look at corner.
Yeah, it's all them corners still there, bro. Kobe Bryant, I think, is still there.
Tommy Hill.
BJ.
Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I did hear some things about Kobe from some very reputable people that I didn't like.
Like what?
I'm just keeping it real. Like Kobe kind of might not really know what he getting himself into. I was talking to an NFL trainer about him, and he was trying to tell him, man, y'all, you need to get ready for DK. His mind is right because he was like, FDK. See, you want to hear that, but then it's like he asked him, how many times did you hit the weights this week? He's like, I ain't hit the weights this week. Now, so if you getting ready for the training camp, we got an NFL trainer on. His name is the OC. What would you think around this time if you got a player that's not hitting the weights every day?
You're not taking your off season seriously because you're in May. You report in July. So this is the time where you got to make your gains.
That's right.
You got to make your gains right now.
So, OC, you work out with your players. How often are you hitting the weights?
4 times a week.
So how would y'all feel to know that the OC hitting the weights more than him?
It's crazy.
So what would you say about a guy like that in terms of love and taking it serious? Just keeping it real.
You probably don't love it like
it's
this.
just that he doesn't prefer to lift weights. He don't like to lift weights. So you got certain players, they got preferences. He don't really like to lift weights. He just like to play. But he don't understand the importance of it as a necessity of his success.
That's fair.
So because of that, he doesn't take it seriously enough. But the problem with that is that he doesn't really understand it until it comes back to bite him. He gets in the game, and he just get beasted and overpowered, and then he's humiliated, and it's too late.
It's too late. And see, when you run up on a DK, when you run up on a Pickens, them boys go eat your lunch, bro. They go. I'm talking about it's certain cats. They so big in terms of receivers. You better be on the weights because, like OC said, when you run up on them, it's too late, bro. And I'm gonna give y'all a real story, bro. This happened to me in college, bro. I was kind of Hollywood. I ain't gonna lie. I was Hollywood walking in the U of H. I didn't take it as serious as I should have. Party, I was kicking it. I had what they call senioritis. You know what I'm saying? I was doing all that. I got to now. I can still play. Man, I went against. You remember Maurice? Oh,
yeah, man, he was
OC.
nice. Yeah, from Cali, boy, from Long Beach.
Beach. This dude Maurice, he used to bench 400 pounds.
Monster. 5% body fat. Just walking around.
He looked scared. He looked scared. He was 190 and could bench 400 pounds. Bro, he clotheslined me, bro, on the block, bro. My head hit the ground before my feet.
Yeah.
I don't even it's embarrassing to tell that story, but that happened, bro. He closed because my whole weight, he could lift me with one arm, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I did after that? What happened to me, OC? I became a weight monster. You know what I'm saying? I gained 20 pounds of muscle in 1 year, bro. And then he tried. He couldn't do that the next year. The next year, he was my first rep coming straight out of, you know what I'm saying? You know, because it'd be some cats you want to see again. You'd be like, okay, let's try that shit now. Let's try it now. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, that muscles, he couldn't do what he did because now I was strong. And yeah, so anyway.
Yeah, like, and I'll chime in and give more context just real quick. Just like the misperception of college to pro with players, man, is this. When you're in college, man, you're used to guys being really fast or you're used to them being really strong. You're not used to both. And when you go pro, they're both. And you don't really get that until you go against certain people. And then after that, man, you like, golly, man.
When you
I didn't realize you was this strong and this fast all at the same time. Like,
that's what I think happened to Tyler Guyton, to be honest.
100%. He wasn't used to seeing that. Yeah. He wasn't used to seeing that speed and power all at the same time.
I think it shocked him. I think it shocked him.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question though about the O-line, because I'm just trying to figure it out.
He's still on it.
Worst case scenario, who's the weakest link on your offensive line right now?
Tyler Guyton. If there's no improvement with there should be, it would be the guy you saw with the words the last night you saw.
I think that's fair. Tyler Guyton.
Yep.
I know that he's better, but you know, just with the train of thought of we ain't seen him since then, it would have to be Tyler Guyton.
That's fair. That's the dude that got the most to prove right now, even over the rookie.
Yeah, so it's concerning that
it is.
Are you how confident are you in both of your tackles on a scale of 1 to 10? And 10. we didn't put all this resource in the line, but I don't know how confident I am in Terrence Steele.
I'm a 10.
I don't know.
I'm a 10. I'm gonna tell you why. I'll be quick, OC. I'm a 10 because Clayton Adams didn't have all the talent that he had, that Dallas has, and they was a top 3, team in terms of offensive line. You know what I mean? So when you got that lack of talent doing so much with a great coach, then you give that coach way better talent. I think that's gonna transfer, and I think that they are committed to really helping these guys out. Like Mike McCarthy didn't. Mike McCarthy put them in a real bad situation with all that passing. Like, that's a confidence stiller, especially for rookies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd never forget Coach Marv always said it best. He said, man, you want to get them guys lathered up, So I love that comment, man. I love that. So Mike McCarthy almost took their confidence. And what I hated about Mike McCarthy is he knew better. Like he said himself, you don't want your offensive linemen playing on their heels too much. And yet he did that to them. I think they go establish these guys' confidence on the ground. I think you will see the emergence back of Steele. I think you're going to see a major jump on Tyler Guyton. And I think it's going to hide the deficiencies of even Tyler Booker, because Tyler Booker go be a rookie, But the key thing that Zach Martin said when he retired, he said, y'all think I was better than what I was. He said, what really happened is that in 2014, we was committed to the run and it hid my deficiencies. That's why I'm a 10.
All right, so let me ask you this real quick. Without the projection, because you're projecting a lot of stuff right now.
Yes, sir.
Without the projection, just from what you've seen from them last year, what would your confidence level be?
I think the confidence level, if you base it only on last year, will probably be a 7. Because players will go jump from year 1 to year 2. Offensive line, they typically make their biggest improvement between year 1 and year 3, but in particular from year 1 to year 2. And then also you got to think about the style of offense and how Marty Schottenheimer's gonna call this thing. You got to kind of eliminate the West Coast and spread concept because it's not going to be the same thing. And so when you start letting Steele come off the ball, and it was a couple years ago, it was 80% of the yards that Ezekiel Elliott got was behind Steele and Zach Martin. All right. And so if you look at this thing and then you look at Guyton, okay, also I'm gonna give you guys some sauce. Like Schottenheimer will line up a tight end and run weak. In other words, he'll run weak or run left, right? All that stuff is gonna help Tyler Guyton to get in the flow, get his feet underneath him. And the thing is, strategically, and I'll tell you guys this and I'll shut up. When you start running the ball, even if you're not like ripping off huge runs, but if you're coming off the ball and you hit defensive linemen, what happens is when you get into 3rd and long or 3rd and medium, they're a tick slower. They're a tick slower because of the pressure and the punishment. And that tick slower a lot of times is what helps you make that block. So that's why they're gonna be okay, man. They're gonna be all right. I'm not promising we're gonna be
I'm not fighting, I promise y'all.
We 2 picks away, y'all.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand. To my understanding, isn't run blocking the easier way for O-lineman, right? That's the easiest thing to do, right? It helps them. They on the attack instead of defending, instead of backing up on their heels. So, like, if our whole plan was to run the ball, why we gotta have these premium picks? It felt like the premium picks should be to pass block, right? Because run blocking is something that, that's pretty simple to get.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of really elite run blockers, though. That's the thing that people undervalue. Like, it's not easy to be an elite run blocker and
to move somebody.
To move somebody effectively, and also to get your feet and shoulder pads in position to cut people off that run 4.7s and they 320 pounds and they bench press 500 pounds and they're technically sound, right? They get paid millions to beat you. So that's not easy, right? So if you find a premium guy, and so I think this goes to your greater question, landlord.
We on the clock.
All right, good. So I'll be quick in 10 seconds. This is why they picked Booker. He's a premier run blocker with tremendous upside in terms of his pass pro ability, and it's so unique. He was the most physically dominant lineman in this draft, and they got him, at 12. So that's why they made that pick.
I respect that.
That's
After the pick, I got one more question and I'm done. I just wanna.
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to feel better about it. That's all.
On the Broncos.
Hey, that's a clean shirt too, bro. I just want to say that, by the way. Is that velvet?
Nah, it's a hoodie, man. I just came out the airport, so
that's a clean hoodie, man. Hey, my boy, landlord, man. Hey, you. I can tell you was a receiver, bro, because all the receivers are wear that. You either got the little receiver
in it. You got the little navy.
I see you though, big dog. I see you. It ain't no diddy in my heart at all, but I will give somebody a compliment when they rocking something clean.
I really appreciate it.
All right, so so we 1 pick away. We done already went through what we believe is the next. I want to highlight this man right here, bro. This is my friend, bro. This dude right here on this super chat. I can't say everybody's my friend. It's my friend, bro. My boy Wee Woo. You see what type of love he got for the team, bro? He tweeted bum, bro. See, that's taking action, dog. See, this same conversation where we was basically saying that if I was Bun, I would be one to come to the Cowboys because this is the best place because that wide receiver 2 was just open. See, Bun might be spinning in his head right now. He might be spinning, right? He dropping. You was a former first rounder. We just saw somebody take their life, right? So somebody like we will literally just could have settled him. You feel me? With hope. Like, bro, it can get better for you, bro. You can still end up in a great situation. You know what I mean? And he really can. So, like that's a smart very smart, and that's good for his psyche, bro. I want to say thank you for that, bro. Yeah. See, this is community work. He took that whole conversation we had, and he didn't just sit on it. He sniped. He went out there and took a shot, and maybe planted a seed that could help us as an undrafted free agent if he ended up being drafted. That is beautiful community work. That's what I mean by Cowboy Nation, and that's a boss. That's an executive.
Facts.
All right, so
anybody know the pick yet?
That's what I'm waiting to see.
I'm seeing all the coaches, so I don't know who it is. At first, I thought it was a defensive pick, but
salute the Wee-Woo.
Shout out to Wee-Woo. Look at this. I tweeted him twice. That's real though. It should. I'm gonna tweet him too. Hey, Wee-Woo, put it in the DM, bro. Put it in my DM, my Twitter DM. I'm gonna tweet him too. That's a good idea. It really is.
We need to be recruiting him for the UDFA. Then.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he did.
Right now.
Right now. Put it on his mind now. And then what we'll be showing him is that Cowboy Nation want him. You feel me?
Exactly. Yep.
It's got to be because Foos was talking to him. It's another defensive pick. Okay.
Man, they punishing that, bro. This is like Shador, but for the Cowboys.
Y'all gonna believe me one day, man.
No, I'm believing you now.
You got no choice, landlord.
They showing us.
You've been stopping it since day one, landlord. You know what it is.
They gonna have to make some trades like that, like a Cooks level trade, bro. Like a 5th rounder somewhere to get George Pickens or somebody like that, bro. They gonna have to do that. Cortland said they gonna have to deal these boys. Man. Who Denver drafted? Did Denver get a receiver?
I don't know who Denver got. They got.
They got like Bo Nix.
They got a punter, Jeremy Crawshaw.
We got a punter. Oh, they got a punter.
Yeah, they
Broncos did.
Yeah, the
I'm out of here.
Punter.
I thought that was the Cowboys. I was about to say, Lord.
No. The Broncos got a punter.
I was gonna have the exit stage left.
We got some defensive player that I don't know who the other is. Maybe it's a DT, probably.
I think it's Thor. I think they said Thor.
Thor Griffith?
I think they said Thor Griffith, but let me check.
If that is, that's Pete's guy.
Let me see.
Thor Davis. What's his position?
Defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle. He went to Louisville. Shout out to Pete.
Well, let me see. I seen. I keep seeing people drop names, so I don't fucking know.
The pick is in.
It's not updating quick enough for me.
Yeah, they even said on the website Isaiah Bond was the best fit for us, but I think he.
Oh,
what?
It just pissed me off what she just said.
Was that Bond the best fit?
Yeah, it's just like why they keep. It's like
I think he's going undrafted.
This ain't. Oh, see, I see you thinking. No, I don't know, bro.
What you think about it?
Yeah.
I see you.
I just
befuddled is the word, I think.
Yeah.
Befuddled.
Befuddled.
Like, what's the direction, man? What's the direction?
It's more like be farted.
It's kind of like eating some nasty gumbo. You know what I mean? Have you ever had some nasty gumbo? You know, I've had a lot of gumbo. I'm a gumbo connoisseur, and people just overcook the meat, or they make the okra just burst and it's slimy. It's like you just mixing a bunch of stuff in there, and it doesn't really have a rhyme or reason.
Yes,
they got your boys.
I ain't mad at that though.
Who?
I'm not mad at that though.
Thor.
Thor. I ain't mad at it now.
UCLA.
Obviously,
that's not bad.
Obviously, though. I know, right? See, don't call me out here because I kept it real on myself too. But I like what I read. Can I be a hood stat nerd once?
Nah.
You're right. I can't call it out and then do it. You're right.
You know this man played last year.
No, hey, I just like what I read. Hey, can I? Because I was honest though, because somebody would have capped. I know people cap quick. They be, I did massive research on this guy. This guy's gonna come in. He's gonna stop the run. He's gonna, yeah. I ain't doing none of that. I just like what I read, I like. Hey, don't tell me you don't like 342 though. Here, come on now. Don't tell me you don't like that now.
Yeah.
We had fat niggas before. They ain't stop nothing. They ain't do nothing.
We ain't had nobody 342 Arkansas OG. We ain't had nobody, man. Man, come on, man. Open up the liquor store, bro.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Open up the liquor store for me, bro. What we doing?
How big was our boy from Kentucky?
You know what, bro? You know what I figured out? This is what I figured out about me, you. This is what
how big was Bohanna?
You was right, and it did take him 3 years. You right, because he did come around. But you right. I ain't gonna fight you on that because you actually right on that.
That's not on him. That's on Dan Quinn, bro. Because y'all remember that year that Dan Quinn made him lose all that weight.
He made everybody lose weight.
Thank you, Star. Star, I love you.
And then we got rid of him early. We did
which was dumb. Thank you, Star. Thank you. Thank you.
Now listen, I didn't say that I didn't like the man. I didn't say he ain't do shit. I didn't say why he ain't
and I know that's your standard too, bro. Okay. So my boy, we will tag. Hey, but check this out. I want to say this though, that I noticed. I ain't gonna lie. I've been all the way honest. I'm gonna be very transparent when I say this. I done fought Henny and Landlord so hard that I done figured out that I gotta come down for fight them. Like I swear to God, like I be ready to fight them for no reason. Now they done fought me so many times, but even when they being cool, I still. Hey, I did that on a couple of boss lads. I was like, man, we actually on the same page, but they done. I swear to God, bro. That's how intense the fights was. I swear to God. All right, I'm gonna go tweet Bun right now, y'all. I think y'all should join me. Oh, we got the hashtag. Hold on. That's it. Angie, look at that community work. I'm doing it right now.
Clear and concise. You know what I'm saying?
Put in the Dallas Cowboy feed.
Hey, we got Bun for Bun too. We go that way. Shit.
All my life, if it's up there, it's stuck there. Then.
Yeah. We want Bun.
Free Bun, man.
I see y'all took off on that Team Voch too. I appreciate that. It's a whole lot of Team Voches going around. I love it. It's a lot of love. Let's do this same thing now. Let's take this same thing and do it for Bun. Ooh, hey boy, they showing Voch love on Twitter. I didn't know y'all did it like this because I ain't looked at Twitter since we put that out there. Ooh, they went crazy. We could do better with Voch though. It ain't enough. That's Team Voch. Come on now, that's not enough, bro. It's good. I like the momentum, but it should be 100 more easily. It should be 100 easily.
Hey, I'm still because listen,
You breaking up, Hen?
Hen,
you breaking up, brother.
I wonder where did that tight end Hen like went to? The Fanning dude.
Oh, he went way early.
Where he went?
I don't remember who he went.
Where your tight end went, Hen?
Who? Harold Fanning?
Yeah.
He been gone. I forget where the hell he went. He went in the third round though.
I'll see where he went because he was a tight end. He went.
I'm finna Google it.
He went to the Browns.
The Browns got every damn body.
Stupid this draft, bro.
Yeah, he went to.
Man, the Browns went crazy. They got Jenkins, Sampson, and
crazy.
Bro, they went crazy this draft. Then they got Shador. These boys they done went crazy. The Browns went ballistic this year. Real talk.
Who they get?
You know, they got Shador, they got Jenkins, they got Sampson from Tennessee. Them boy got a dynamic running back room. I liked it, both of them boys. Damn, they cut up.
Who else did they get?
Then they got the Fanning dude, the tight end.
Harold Fanning, 1,550 yards, double-digit touchdowns.
He was one of my guys. He killed Penn State this year too.
He killed Texas A&M too.
Yup, he sure did.
Them boy got some heat over there. I ain't gonna hold you.
Now listen, he is Samoan though, so I think I like him just because he's Samoan.
Yeah, they be going crazy.
They be different.
them Polynesian niggas don't play no games.
They ain't bullshitting, bro.
They ain't bullshitting over there.
Hey, why that? Look,
it's something about that island.
Look, that boy Lil Foul come in and make a play every time he touch the field.
Yep. They
he
built
get some kind of ball production, bro. He gonna get the ball out of there some kind of way. He gonna cause a fumble. He gonna do something. Go back and look at his tape from last year. Almost every time he got in, he did something significant.
Mm-hmm. They different. You look at Puka Nacua, like.
And now you done paired, what's his name? The receiver with him. Adams. You done put Adams over there with Puka Nacua.
Yep.
Whew, boy. You know. Must be nice. Must be nice over there.
On a somber note, man, RIP to Kyron Lacy, man. His funeral was today, man. You know, he should have been celebrating being drafted.
Right now.
But you know, man, you know, it took the turn that it took, man. So RIP to him. Prayers to his family. Prayers to his teammates, man. You know, a lot of his former teammates were in attendance from LSU. Just you know, Daniels and a lot of them kids showed up for him, showed his support. So you know, just keep everybody in your prayers, man.
We want Bun. Oh, hey, if we get him, we got Bun. Like we got Bun money. If y'all need it. Yeah. So out of the people y'all seen, who had the most impressive draft so far to y'all?
The Ravens.
Philly.
Kansas City had a great draft too. They still got Jalen Royals.
I say Philly, Kansas City, and the Ravens.
New England had a good one too.
New England did have a good one.
The Chargers low-key got a good draft too.
Chargers got Trey Harris. They got Amarian Hampton.
Yeah, they had a good draft. I seen that. That's two great players right there.
Baltimore picked up a lot of starters, man.
Yes, they did.
So I sent my tweet out, like, and I mean that, bro. Like, I ain't with that crying stuff. Like, I believe in taking action in anything I can take action on, bro. Period. Like, complaining do nothing for nobody. You know what I'm saying? We know we need a weapon. This is something that we can directly influence. If you can directly influence and you just sat on your hands, I don't want to hear your crying. I don't. Wee Woo was perfectly right about the timing to go out there and try to put it in this man's head that Dallas Cowboys got wide receiver 2 open. I think that was one of the smartest tweets we had.
How many more picks we got in the 7th round?
I think we got 2 more.
2 more?
Yep.
Did they flat? Listen, running back, wide receiver. If you do that, I will shut up.
They have to. It's like we don't need. I could see them going corner again, but come on, bro.
You got too many corners now.
Yeah, we do.
So basically, what you're saying is you trust that it's gonna be some good ones in free agents, undrafted. Basically, that's what you're saying.
For what, corner?
Yes, sir.
Corner, probably.
Yeah. I mean, think about the depth you got at cornerback right now, because you're gonna have Butler coming back. You just drafted Revel at the top. You still got Trayvon Diggs. You still got Deron Bland. You re-signed.
You got the Kyer dude.
Yeah.
The trade.
Israel. Still got Israel.
And you got C.P.L. Carson. Like, you like 7 deep at corner. Somebody ain't gonna make the team as it is.
You need a wide receiver to go in that room.
You need another running back.
And a running back too.
You need a wide receiver and a back.
Bruh, you know, listen, if we don't do no trade, you know who the biggest winner of the draft this year?
Who?
Is Jalen Tolbert them. Jalen Tolbert, Mingo. Them boys won.
Flournoy.
Them boys winning right now. They need to be popping some bottles. Because they finna get a chance.
Them niggas got job security.
Yeah, they finna get a chance.
I had good job security. They going crazy.
Man,
this is exactly what Voss said. I think
what
Voss said this about 2 months ago, bro. He said that, and he had to put a disclaimer because you know Cowboy fans don't never want to look at Philly as something to learn from. He said, "No, I know y'all don't want to hear this, but this is the difference between Philly and us. We draft to push our bad players up. They draft free agents to push their bad players down." Yeah. That's the most underrated statement of the whole offseason, bro. You know what I'm saying? So think about it. We was trying to get Keenan Allen to push Mingo and Tolbert down. they trying to get them and safe people like what's old boy we got this off season.
Paris Campbell.
Paris Campbell, that pushes them up. You know what I mean? It's like, cause like if Mingo really that dude, why you afraid to put competition around it? If you really believe in him, we'll go put a vet Keenan Allen on his ass and see if he can stand it. You feel me? But now you protecting him. You protecting him. And see, that's the most underrated statement of the whole offseason. And it's summing up what we seeing right now.
What happened?
Nothing. I just need to see something. Do we have any 30 visits left? I mean, do we have any 30 visits or Dallas Day people left?
Yeah, Andrew Armstrong.
I know Andrew. Was Martinez one?
Martinez was one. That's why I'm surprised they haven't picked him. He might
I
have.
see what you're saying. You smart, Henny. You see why I say this boy one of the best in the space, bro? I see exactly where you going. It took me a while to catch up. You saying those gonna be the first people they target in the undrafted free agents?
Is it gonna be the first people they target in undrafted free agents, or is it gonna be the last two people they take?
Smart,
bro. It's one of the two.
Y'all clap it up for Henny, man. That's a smart dude, bro.
So the only reason that I felt comfortable saying that Rebel was gonna be the pick because he was the last person there that was a 30 visit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it happened just like that.
Boy, Henny, boy.
I don't know if I can say he's smart because he ain't got the glasses on right now. So he ain't smart right now, boss.
He said on the fairs right now.
Yeah, he in the fairs.
He ain't got the glasses. Nah, my dog's smart. With the glasses, without the glasses, man. I tell you, man. I be impressed with all of y'all, man. But Henny be coming up with some stuff, bro. I swear. That's my dog.
Yeah, we need to draft one of them guys.
Corey Black,
if you draft both,
draft him out of Oklahoma. He was a 30 visit. So
Corey who?
Corey Black is another corner. I could see them taking him just because he was another 30 visit. Right now, I don't think they care what position. They just gonna pick whoever.
They just throwing competition in the room.
Exactly. So I could see them picking him, but I need to go out real quick. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Martinez just went to the Seahawks.
All right. They might go wide receiver then. Or they might go wide receiver corner.
They finna get them back to back.
Man.
How close they picks it?
Let me look. Cause they done did this little maneuvering. I can't keep up with the shit no more. Let me look at the damn Dallas Cowboys picks.
All right, we 239. It's currently at 224. So we 12 picks away, and it's gonna fly.
Then what we pick out the 229?
We got a 23rd pick in the 7th round and 31st pick in the 7th round.
Smoke, who is Lane Lawrenson, bro? You got to get him in position because I know Smoke be into them sleepers. Help me out, bro. I need a little bit more than that because I ain't really do a good job of catching on sleepers this year, bro. Who is that? And just tell me the position group and I'll find them so we can catch it. Oh, the running back. All right, let me look. Appreciate it. Let me look. Man, we got us a damn good day 3 draft show, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm surprised Brashard Smith is that low.
1 year on task, man. That's scary to give somebody a couple $1 million. They only did something once.
True.
We
because
over here.
He was underused in Miami.
You know what's funny?
He didn't play running back in Miami.
Do y'all? Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all really feel like we go get Breece Hall, bro?
Hell no.
Me neither.
It don't make sense.
No.
Because if you get him this year, it's a 1 year rental. You have to give him a contract the very next year, and I don't think they want to pay a running back.
Exactly.
We need to get Gary Wilson.
Ooh.
That's who we need to be getting. And from the Jets.
They're not gonna get rid of Gary Wilson now. Gary Wilson only wanted to leave Aaron Rodgers to bring his ass back.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get rid of him either.
Just wonderful, man.
Well, let's just hope that they do to us, and that's that.
Yeah, we need to swindle somebody in a deal. We do. For receiver to say this season, in my opinion.
You say swindle?
We need to finesse somebody out of receiver.
I don't even think it's gonna be no more deals after this. Cause how many deals do we ever see after the draft?
A handful. We'll see a handful.
You do? Because I don't hardly remember any. But I would trust you, Henry, because I know you keep your notifications heavy on that Twitter.
We did the Brandon Cooks and the
no, we did that. No, we did Brandon Cooks at the beginning of free agency. I remember we did that and Steph. I'm 1,000% positive because I did a shows. I said because on one show I called it finesse once when we got Stephon Gilmore. Then when we got Cooks, I called it finesse 2 times.
I can't remember. You might have a better memory than me, but I sure can't.
On that, I'm 1,000% because I just remember the shows I did. That's the only reason I remember.
If we can pull off 2 trades like that with some significant players like that at some positions like running back or receiver, I'd be happy.
I'm gonna tell you what I think that's realistic to happen. Though you ain't gonna want to hurt his landlord, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I can see that happening before the trade deadline, similar to happening with T.Y. Hilton, right? Where we go give whoever we bet on, we go give them 8 games, bro. You feel me? Just like they gave James Washington all that time to see if he was gonna work out. Then they
I forgot about James Washington.
But remember, that's what they did though, because he was a 30 visit guy, right? Just like Mingo. Mingo was a 30 visit guy. That's when I started realizing that they treat the 30 visit guys like draft guys. So it's almost like if we bet on you and we had a high evaluation of you, they go still treat it like they drafted you. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I call son-in-laws.
Yeah. Ooh, son-in-laws. Aha. Son-in-laws. So you got the sons. See, the sons is what you drafted. The 30 visits of the son-in-laws. Who we let go off the board, big dog? Who we miss off the board? Because I know they hurt.
Titan Crawford.
Who?
One of your sleepers. His sleepers. It's one of his sleepers.
I couldn't hear the name. That's all.
Crawford, Kitten Crawford. Yeah, and that's your guy. He's somebody that he really sold on a sleeper show.
They got the best athletic safety in the class, man.
In the 7th round.
Shout out to RAS on that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurt, man.
Son-in-laws.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, that's fly. Because that's a perfect way to explain it, because that's what they do. So, like, you know, Malik Hooker was a 30 visit guy. So when I met Malik Hooker, and me and landlord, we met him, right? So we sitting there talking to him, and I was telling him because I wasn't seeing it right yet. And I said, bro, you must be special because they usually don't kind of deal with free agents. You know what I mean? Yeah. I said, you must be a good dude. But then I start putting it together. He said in that same interview that Jerry himself called him. And he said they didn't ask no questions or anything. They just said, come to camp, bro. So when you a 30 visit, you are a son-in-law.
You already kind of locked in.
You already kind of locked in. That's why they so loyal to Mingo.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but landlord, they'll move on from you if you are shit all the way up into the trade deadline.
Yeah, because I'm looking at Mingo right now. Like, I can't say we've been foul to Mingo. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
We ain't been foul to Mingo, bro. I was mad. You know what I'm saying? I just been like, I like Mingo coming out of Ole Miss. I did. Like, he was a player that I thought could translate, but we just ain't seen it in the NFL. And like, I think we just got it. Like, I'm not trying to sell the new way or nothing, but for Mingo specifically, we got to see what he can do, especially with that. We
ain't got to do shit but stay black and die. I be hating when folks say we got to do something. We ain't got to do it. we can do something else.
You can't do that though. You're a Cowboy fan. You can't do nothing.
You gotta suffer through
it, bro. Stay black and die.
You got to do it now, man.
That boy is stupid.
And listen, Michael Jackson found a way to get past one.
Yeah. You stupid.
Yeah,
I ain't trying to be Landlord Jones up in here, man. But
nah, you right though, bro. Like, you know,
we ain't been fair to Mingo, bro.
I was fair to Mingo earlier. You came in late, bro. I made the case for Mingo. I did.
Okay.
But I tried to balance it out. So this is what I said about Mingo, and I'm just keeping it real. You Landlord, you Henny, you Star, you Keystone, you Big Time, all had Mingo at least as a second round grade coming out.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
Yep.
Right. So if we would have got Mingo out the draft this time, we would have been okay, I'm ready to believe again. My case for Mingo was this: sometimes cats are drafted into hellholes. That's true. And that sometimes you need your resurgence by going to a new team and a fresh start. Same thing happened to Amari Cooper. I am not saying he's Amari Cooper. I need to say that because people don't be listening with.
You need a button just to flash that shit on the screen so people understand.
For real, for real.
And
red warning.
For real.
Understand it.
For real. But sometimes you get drafted into a hellhole. And when you get drafted into a bad quarterback, bad offense, bad management, everything bad, then sometimes you can be a good player in a bad place, you know. So, and then I also said this: did he or did he not cook Quinson Mitchell?
Yeah, he got him on the play.
Yeah, he did. That one play, he did cooking.
Okay, so. And did he or did he not average 2.8 yards of separation 2 years ago when they tracked it for him?
I believe
he did.
So, yeah.
He did. You can check it. 2.8 yards separation is good. Now, this is my other side to it to shoot my own argument on Mingo in the foot. I would never take his potential over the proven production of Keenan. Never. And that's where the Cowboys need to do better at bringing in competition to push these dudes down instead of helping keep them safe to say that they was right.
And hey, do you know what John Domingo has in common with every single one of these prospects coming out the draft?
What's that?
None
of them have an NFL touchdown.
That's it.
No touchdown.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. That's why I'm saying, dog, Voch was right. I hate to say it, but be like Philly and go get a vet that'll push these dudes down or show what they really about. Because if y'all really believe he can be that number 2, well, he wouldn't have no problem going against Keenan.
Mm-hmm. Let them put that belief you got in them on display.
That's right.
In front of everybody.
You don't have to keep him safe if he really a number 2. You don't have to protect him from the boogeyman.
And listen, you look at players differently regarding what their role is on the team. You look at John Domingo as a different player as your wide receiver 3 than you do as your wide receiver 2.
Damn, look at that.
Leaving an old stripper still.
Some of them do. What do you mean? Shit. I don't know. See, y'all be in them country strip clubs. You need to go to Houston, Dallas. Man, you'll get a 35-year-old. You be like, you what? You 40 up in here, boy. You holding? You what?
Hey, hold on real quick.
Y'all got $1? I need a couple of more dollars. No,
wait a minute. I gotta book this flight to Houston real quick. Y'all,
hey,
I'm coming.
I ain't lying about H-Town, bro. H-Town messing with everything. H-Town is
I gotta get down now, man.
H-Town. Let me stop talking. But we got preacher, we got Bishop in the house.
Hey, man, listen, I'm just laughing, man.
But I ain't lied about Houston, brother. I have not lied. Houston will be like, and I've been all over. I don't mean to tell y'all, man, I've been all over. I think the only place that mess with Houston is Miami. That's it. LA ain't messing with Houston. Now, if you go to LA, this is what you're gonna see in LA that's gonna shock you. If you go to LA, you gonna see so much variety. Like I was in LA in one of them things, bro, and this black girl came up to me, man, and she was British. I was like, just keep talking. I'll just sit here and talk. You know what I'm saying? I just you bad and you had that accent. Just talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
Of course they did.
oh yeah, she was probably fake. But hey, that act was good because we had Atlanta. I mean, we was
watch this, boss. Just listen to this. Brashard Smith, the running back from SMU, is Kansas City Chief.
Yep. Kansas City.
Rich get rich.
I just saw it.
Bro.
That's why I made that look the way I did.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Ain't nobody can say that Kansas City, Philly, and Baltimore are just drafting better than everybody else at the bottom of each one of these rounds.
Yeah, they're killing it.
They're killing it.
Because that's what happened when you get your ego out the way and you get the best players and stop trying to do it for budgets. When you really trying to win it, you go get the dudes that you need to win it. See, you could tell we got some budget drafting going on.
Yeah, with that tackle is the one thing where it's like you should have took Damian Martinez there.
Exactly. Why did you get Booker and don't get Damian Martinez?
That's a question I wanted to ask.
Or Caleb Johnson. That
reminds
right there in front of your face.
Right, Caleb Johnson. See, that's
right there in front of your face.
That's the nachos without the meat.
What you were gonna ask, Lynn?
Yeah, I was trying to see like with Jaden Blue, is he even the ilk of like what a style of running back y'all want?
No,
the way that they talking.
No,
that's what I'm saying. It's like
he a committee
direction
back.
Ain't
that's a committee back.
But they told you they didn't feel they needed to draft a running back. So they really are gonna let Miles Sanders play. They're really gonna let Javonte Williams play, and they're really gonna sprinkle. That's your running back core, man.
And they really are gonna let Mingo be your number 2. This is what they told us.
That's insane.
They didn't lie. They haven't lied. They sticking with the game plan.
Team weapon. I apologize.
Shit, you ain't do it. Listen, we give out good ideas.
Yeah, we try to avoid this situation because we know how they gonna operate. They gonna be cheap as hell now.
You did not make them take Tyler Booker. They were gonna do that shit regardless.
Yeah, because they was gonna snake y'all regardless.
So you know what I'm saying? Like the fight is not with y'all. We arguing over principle. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. At the end of the day, Lou they ain't make no pick. Landlord ain't make no pick. Star ain't make no pick. OC ain't make no pick. The Dallas Cowboys are the one that build the roster. That's why I have the issue with how they roster manage. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
my boy Montana say, "Are y'all prepared for another shitty season?" I don't think it's gonna be a shitty season. These are just not championship moves. This feels like a tease. I hate tease.
Relevant moves.
I hate teases. Y'all know what I mean? Y'all everybody.
This is like a 9-18.
I hate teases, bro. We might even win 10 games or 11 games, but this is not championship moves.
Yeah, you can't compete with what you got.
You remember I had another question I asked. I think I asked it on the other panel. I ain't sure, but I want to hear from y'all. Since we went team trenches, what do you feel like your line gonna be next year? What's the expectations?
You talking about the offense or defense?
The offensive line.
Offensive line gonna be good, as long as you making the right play call.
Top 10, top 5. What you looking at?
That thing gonna be top 3.
Yeah.
And wait. We got to differentiate. Run blocking, pass blocking, break it down for both.
All of it.
Yeah, because the play calling is going to help them. I really do think the Giants' play calling is going to make because if you're running the ball and then you're play actioning off of that, it's less pressure on your tackle, less pressure on your wide receiver because he's going to be able to get them. He said, "I like shifts, splits, and motion." It's
going to be top 3.
RC hated.
So this is why I said that because remember you said it was projection, right? So when we had Clayton Adams, what was his offensive line talent? Was it even close to ours?
Piss poor.
But what was they in rushing?
They were like 3rd.
Right. So that's it. So we got a way better offensive line, and they also had an old back behind there too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not co-signing it. I'm just giving you my logic for why I think if Clayton Adams had them dudes over there doing that, how you gonna not have all these? And I'm standing on Tyler Booker's gonna be an instant. Like Tyler Guyton, that takes time to cook. Tackles take time to cook, but guard, you plug that thing up and go, bro.
I wanna ask this though.
In my opinion,
with just like what Star was saying, like I'm looking at it like, do you think that if we get in a scenario to where we gotta make up yards, because like I believe in Shotty. I like the Shotty off the rip. Like he to tell you before he became the coach, I already liked the shot. So I went mad about it. You know, I was rocking with Mike McCarthy, but Shotty somebody who I already liked. So now I'm looking at it like Shotty has never called plays for the Dallas Cowboys. we got to take that into consideration because I don't think people understand it's a natural bright spotlight on all of our offensive linemen. And he gonna have to adjust to that. We thinking that like the run game is just butter, but they call us for holding calls left and right. Like it's typical for us to have a holding call almost every drive. That's the type of stuff we do. So Shotty gonna have to take that into consideration, getting used to being the Cowboys play caller.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we might want to run the ball all day, but that might not be able to be possible with the way they call the games when we play. They don't let us get away with nothing. So we got to take that into consideration. And once that happens, how we going to make that yardage up, man? I'm afraid of that scenario.
Because then you got to go to what he did as offensive coordinator. So look no further than Seattle. And while we talking wide receiver too, there really wasn't no wide receivers in Seattle until Metcalf came. So what did he do? Lockett and his tight ends were his highest ranked guys. So while we talking about wide receiver too, there might be some real game playing with Jake Ferguson going on. You know?
Knock knee, James.
This ain't
James Conner.
I'm gonna say this real quick.
I'll go after Henny. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, I ain't trying to cut y'all.
No, go ahead.
Y'all got a little bit too much faith in Jay Ferguson right now.
Oh, I was gonna beat you. I was gonna beat you to that, Hanny. You beat me to it, but I was gonna try to beat you. You couldn't have the pass. But I got a good answer for you, bro, that I truly believe in, and I know I'm not capping with. Span forward is gonna take a big step up, bro. I'm standing on that 20 toes. I got 10 toes. I found 10 of them.
Found 10 more and put them down.
So let me get a background on that before you go. I'm gonna get a background on that. Y'all been hearing me talk about real truth, right? Mm-hmm. And remember when I said because of who he working with in the off season, I moved him up on my board.
Yeah.
And then he showed up for that pro day. What happened?
Swole.
Who you think did that?
Real truth. You were telling me about your partner.
All right. So real truth is working with Span. And I'm gonna give you I'm telling you the background. I ain't lying, bro. I'm not lying on this. This is what Real Truth told me. And Real Truth, y'all heard him. Y'all see how he is. Disneyland. You see, he a real dude, right? He a dude that'll call you out. He a real kind of like alpha dude. He told me, he called me Sly because they used to call me back in the day. He said, Sly, I like that Span, bro. He called Span $100 million tight end. And he said, bruh, he say Span gangster too. He say Span called me out. You know what I'm saying? And then Dak ran up on Span. Dak ran up on Span and said, damn. You know what I'm saying? What you been doing? You know what I mean? So the work that they putting in, bruh, I'm telling you, Span finna come back way different than what people think. So like we want that weapon, which I still do. But I'm telling you, count on a big jump with Span. I'm not a little jump. Count on a ginormous ass jump, bro. Ginormous. He was telling me he's working on his dominant eye. See, when you dealing with Real Truth, bro, Real Truth go have that dude. He got that dude doing the most drills. He say when he get to camp, he gonna be faster, way stronger, and he gonna be way smarter. And I guarantee that's gonna happen. I'll put 20 toes on that shit.
Hey, you got inside information, so I ain't gonna knock you on it.
The next pick is coming up in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more picks till our next pick.
Cause I'm about to collapse.
But I said that in terms of encouragement, like that we do got some people that's developing that we not accounting for that development. That's all I'm saying. Because you brought up tight end, I was gonna bring up tight end as an asset that we not counting on. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all, man. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Be ready for politics at tight end too, because we got a big old fan base that do not want to get Ferg out the way. But I tell you this: if we start seeing Span turn up, you better not be quiet. If he start turning up and killing preseason and all that, I'm gonna be the first like move Ferg, move him.
Now, time out though, boss. You forgot. You got a schoolmaker problem too.
Yep.
You forgot about him then.
Yeah, it's the politics. Yep.
You got a spoonmaker problem, and you.
No, I agree. Problem. That's what I'm saying. The fans got to have something to say about this. We can't just sit back and watch the shit.
But this the thing. They'll slime soon make it out for you. They ain't gonna slime out Ferg. They love that boy. You gonna have to catch Ferg slipping. You try to get him out the way.
And I see. This is the thing. You say Ferg been training with Travis Kelce. That I'm glad you training with Travis Kelce, but Travis Kelce had a dad bod and has had a dad bod for a long time. I want the guy that's actually training with a trainer. But politics is an issue, though. That's true. So that just mean, oh, we got Lou back. That just mean, to be honest, that just mean that Span gonna have to show out in front of the lights. That's what it mean.
Yeah, he's gonna have to win the fence. But one thing I want to point out too, I've been watching the cam of the War Room, and it's seeming like Shotty and Steven are best friends. I'm just throwing that out there. Shotty was sitting next to him, they dapping up, and they giggling. So it's like, do I know? I don't know what that means necessarily, but it may be like my guy Big James said, like
He's politically smart.
He got to run game on Steven. That's the only way we can get anywhere. Like,
yeah.
At this point,
you got to run game on Steven.
Closer, your enemy's closer.
What?
Yes,
sir.
At this point, are we feeling sorry for Dak?
I've been feeling sorry.
Very.
Yeah.
I think Dak is a part of it now. I think he's helped perpetuate this now.
That's my dog.
Bro, you can't keep letting this happen to you, bro.
Yes,
What else could he do when he asked for
Stand
the
on
wide
the damn
receiver?
table and say something, bro.
Did he not ask for the wide receiver?
I still fight for him.
He asked for it. Hey, he asked for it. Joe Burrow demanded it.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like after so many years, how much time we just gonna be like poor
Joe
Dak?
Burrow demanded a damn O-line too.
Hold on.
Ooh,
How many years we just gonna say poor Dak? And he's sitting up here, he gonna sell them to you too.
I've tried to see a fight between him and
Am I wrong?
Landlord. This is a long time.
You know Dak my dog, but I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Once we don't do shit in this wide receiver room, Dak Prescott gonna come out here
And
smiling.
he gonna co-sign it.
Hey, I believe in Jonathan Mingo. I believe in Jalen Tolbert. This is what he gonna tell us. And he know damn well it's a lie.
Landlord, but he
But
been
that's the
saying
thing.
he support them though. He been saying that.
That's
He
like-
always carry him in the backyard and throwing and all
but
that.
Landlord,
Like, been doing.
Man, this thing. These niggas be at this man's house. They really partners.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna throw. This is like me and you. If you fucking up, this some shit I'm gonna tell you behind closed doors. I'm not gonna go in front of Dallas Cowboy Nation and say Landlord ain't shit. This nigga ain't don't do this, man. I need another co-host.
But
man.
sometimes you do that though, man. Sometimes you
But
gotta
it's
do
hurting the whole team.
but let's clarify.
But also, what does Zimmer do? Because you know Zimmer said all that shit on them DTs in private. When that shit wasn't working in private, what did he end up doing? He took it to the public for what? Pressure, dog.
Look, and I just said this analogy. It ain't even no analogy. It's actually reality. Because CeeDee Lamb said, I can't do this by myself. Do you think he gave a damn about Jalen Tolbert, Jalen
He
Brooks,
didn't.
any of these dudes when he made that tweet? And
He
you gotta
didn't.
remember this. This is the same guy who lock about these dudes.
Yeah, he didn't give a damn.
He got to dap somebody up going to the locker, bro.
And he
Real
said
talk.
y'all not enough
And
to
he
your
said
face.
it anyway, bro.
He said y'all
Said
not
it
enough.
anyway. So I need Dak to be on that same type of time, bro. I can't keep standing on the mountain, on the hill for you, mad for you. I'm madder for you than you are for yourself. I can't do that, man. I can't do that, bro.
He was quiet as a church mouse. He was quiet as a church mouse when they said that him and CD called Cooper Kupp. And he was quiet as a mouse. That was just reported. But he stood in front of the microphone talking about Jalen Tolbert and all the rest of his guys. You can't straddle the fence.
And you
You
can't
won't
be
help, you
on
gotta
that
say
free and
something.
stuff. You can't be on that free
Tez gone.
when it comes to business.
Tez.
Who picked Ted?
I didn't want Tez in the
They
game.
already got a receiver. They got a receiver in the first.
Buccaneers just, bro, everybody got receivers.
Oh
but
yeah,
They got
Say that again, landlord. Say that again, landlord.
everybody draft receivers but us.
Yeah, they took the Bucks with Chaz Johnson. It's like y'all took
This is
the
sad.
Oh, this is sad, bro.
Booker.
they took 3 wide receivers, didn't they?
They took 3 wide receivers.
Y'all can't get Dak a receiver the 7th round.
We
Well,
got,
y'all ain't shit.
They just getting people to try out now.
hey, look, we got boss. Hey, we got boss with buyer's remorse right here, y'all.
I
And
sure
he
do.
see it wide open.
Yeah, I'll tell you weapons. Shit.
We see
Damn.
this coming,
We
man.
told
Y'all
y'all
did
niggas
see this
this
coming
was
though.
One,
Y'all
not
did.
one. Not one. Not
Damn.
one. dog.
Hey,
It's
and
too much
listen
power,
how
bro.
bad they did everybody. I was screaming. We got over probably 2 million impressions on Keenan Allen, and they said, "Shut up."
We
It's
don't
not
care.
very simple. But this is what they do. But I would say it's about that. Like,
Did Dak sign up?
They
to be
made
the
that Dak contract, man. That's
Hold
the
on.
only thing they did. They keep blaming him. When you got all this, when you pay him all this money, you got a draft
That's
like
that
this.
goofy shit,
but I
man.
don't think it's that, guys. I think this is where the Cowboys are because what were they giving Romo? You give him like one weapon at a time, and you give him a mediocre number two, and you run the ball and you make it work. This is what they do. And
They
then
bless Romo,
and
though.
then
No, they bless
They gave
Romo.
Romo
They
stuff.
They bless
they
the
gave him
shit out of
T.O.
Romo.
Romo scoring 30.
Boy, they bless. Remember,
But
they
you
got
still-
Terrence. They
We
got
had no defense, but Romo scoring 30 though.
what was the dude they got out of Detroit for him?
Roy Williams.
They got Roy Williams, Dez, and they had Miles Austin, bro.
and T.O.
And T.O. Man, they
Yeah.
bless Romo, man.
Man, please.
But that's when
Aaron Bob.
that's when Jerry and them was way more aggressive. They don't do that
Yeah,
shit.
you right. You right.
Roy Williams is the reason they don't do it no more.
They don't do it. And one-
The other Roy Williams.
That's why I said. I think they're afraid of
not
receiver.
this
They're
Roy
afraid of receiver and running back. They can only handle one wide receiver at a time. They can't handle no running back.
We 2 picks away, man. Let's refresh the board and see what's going on.
Bun
Yes,
they
still
go-
available.
Yeah,
He'll be a UFL.
It's looking ugly.
Hey, I would take
Wide
Krosky
receiver.
Merritt.
Go to wide receiver. Y'all ain't getting shit else.
Krosky Merritt.
Oh no, wait. This is running
Bond
back.
has
Isn't
to
it?
be it.
Yeah.
It has to be
Yeah,
Isaiah
okay.
Bond.
Man, let's get Bun
Damn,
right
Nick Nash
here,
there.
man.
Damn.
They might get
They
Andrew
put
Armstrong.
Nash before they pick Bond.
I'm finna go undrafted. Damn.
I like Armstrong too, though, but
He was the Dallas Day guy. They ain't got no ties to Isaiah Bond. I don't
Yeah,
think
they're not gonna-
they ain't brought him in. They talking about all this high character shit. They would be hypocrites if they brought him in with an open sexual assault case.
see that this remind me of Jason Garrett telling you too much. You looking for all these nice church going dudes,
Cowboys.
and then we didn't get that result. I told you they got young YNs on their team. That's what they got.
And see,
And
my
they
boy
coming
say,
banging.
he said, I like how y'all realize what I know since Booker being picked, what time the Jones family were on. Nah, bro, let me tell you something about Team Weapons. Team Weapons was on this way before the pick. That's why they were so mad. They was like Team Weapons was saying this, bro. Team Weapons was saying, bro, if you don't get the weapon, they is go with Mingo. They was saying that way before the pick. That's what the angle was about. And that's what I told them after this. I was like, bro, I thought they was gonna at least do it in second and third round. But the worst part is that this is the worst part that I hated, and I'm being honest, bro. Y'all was settled in round 2 and 3 that they wasn't gonna do it. Like you should have seen the zen on Star and Henny. They had a zen on them. They had a piece like, hey, bro, we finna go defense. And then Rome was saying it like, bro, no.
DMV. Remember how DMV was looking? DMV looked like, man, I'm done, man.
Yeah, it was a zen. It was a piece. It was like I've settled to what they're gonna do.
2 picks away.
They really value the running back position piss poor.
I'm thinking they
don't care about. They don't give
I think they
don't give a
protesting
damn
Dak,
about
man.
running
This
backs,
is
bro.
crazy, bro. Why you doing your quarterback like this? Why you doing your quarterback like this, man?
Because he ain't
don't
their
like
quarterback.
him.
He our quarterback.
They don't like him.
Watch
He
out,
ain't their
landlord. You just
quarterback.
said
He our
something right there.
quarterback. I'm
You
telling you
said something
straight
there,
up.
landlord.
I'm telling you straight up. He ain't their quarterback. He our quarterback. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I told you when Stephen Jones had the opportunity, when he first was about to draft this man, they didn't even draft Dak with the first 5th round pick.
Well, it's another running back because they over here. Yeah, it's another running back.
Another running back.
It's a running back.
For who?
No, because they
Is it Krosky Merritt?
got the running back coach in here. I don't know who.
For the Cowboys?
Yeah, for the Cowboys. I
Is
don't
it,
know
hold on. It's gotta be a power back. It's gotta be a power back.
It's not out yet, but I'm just saying they all
Damn, Los Altos.
Who? Oh, because
Look what he
Balls
said.
they want him to make fried chicken with ramen noodles. Do
Oh.
you know this nigga? This gotta be the Black MacGyver to make that shit happen.
I think Bond may go undrafted, yo.
He is.
He's going undrafted. That case that nobody want to touch. That.
I ain't gonna lie. In that undrafted roster, I better see like 4 receivers.
Hell yeah, they gotta have every receiver know the man.
Look, that's why I say when we came with the team weapons or else, bro, we already figured all of this into the equation. Like that's what people fail to realize. Real talk. We put all their normal characteristics and the way they like to operate. We factored all of that in. That's why we knew we didn't have nothing but one shot. Like this was we knew first round was our shot to get it correct. And we needed a little help. We needed a Godfather offer, really, because we seen they still passed on Golden.
Yeah. It was universally understood, bro. Even Team Trenches knew that wide receiver 2 was the top need.
And dog, listen, they ain't drafted a wide receiver in the second round in 23 years.
Yeah, they not just. That's 23. So that's including Romo, right?
I'm sorry, y'all.
Tony O'Brien was the last one.
Y'all know I'm mad. I'm trying to come around to it, but I'm gonna ask y'all this, bro. We just drafted Nealon last year, bro, in the second round, bro, and we got Sam coming back with Fowler, and you still drop another one.
Well, he a good player though.
I'll say
he a good player. He
is, bro.
But it's one of those budget moves. It's a budget move.
I'm gonna say this. This is what happened when you change defensive coordinators 3 times in 3 years.
Exactly. Say it again, because he don't have no sponsors. Everybody don't have no sponsors.
I was saying that earlier, Henny.
You changed defensive coordinators 3 times in 3 years.
They should have brought Zim back, bro.
He gotta get his own niggas in the building now.
Yeah.
I said that earlier, Henny.
Did we not say that?
Yeah.
So now you have no camaraderie. You know what I'm saying? You have nobody who's co-signing this dude. So now he's just useless. So okay, Nealon ain't got a sponsor in the building.
Phil Maffa. Ooh, I love Phil.
The running back.
They took Phil Maffa.
Oh, okay. I like that. Clemson.
I do. I haven't seen him.
Clemson. From Clemson. Phil
so I guess he's a power back, right?
Yeah, he's a power back.
I'm good.
Downhill, can catch out of the backfield.
You called it too. Man, y'all better clap it up for Star. She called this, y'all. Y'all better clap it up for damn it. He was early on this, damn it. Shout out to the best draft show in the world, man. See, when we talk about sleepers, they get drafted. You hear me? Let me give her applause. When she or Keystone talk about it, it get drafted. You hear me?
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Run him down to us, dog. This yours. Run him down.
I'm like, I gotta bring up my notes on him, but where he at? Where you at, Phil?
Boy, shout out, hey, Star Guys are showing the power to women. Don't y'all ever y'all life say women don't know football. She kicking some ass.
Yes,
yeah.
Don't you ever in your damn life say that old dumb ass shit, no chauvinistic stuff. Now, if you willing to study and put your heart into it, they can do it too.
Somebody put Star's channel in the chat, please. Everybody need to go.
Yeah, put Stars, bro. Cause see, that's impressive, bro. This. Yeah, she done did this a couple of times, and Keystone.
Yeah.
To where their top sleepers went to the top drafted teams. That's no lie. But can you break him down, please?
Star, somebody's asking for your cash app, sweetheart.
Oh,
Shaq Ward. Cash app in there.
$sign Stargazer Sports.
Hey, 4'5" to be a 4'5" 40 and being almost 240 pounds is not bad.
Yeah. I love it when her sleeper is the one we drafted. Woo!
Let me see if I can put it in there. They said, "Do I got?" Yeah, can y'all pass it? Can y'all, Angie? Can you help me out? I don't know, Angie or Ty Church, so I can do these notes. If
that is Angie.
Shout out Angie, man.
You know, Angie already had you, bro. Come on, that's Angie. Goddamn it.
She ain't driving no more.
But my notes on Phil Maffa, I said, get downhill quickly. Has wiggle to him. Gets 20-yard game through stellar rating. Can use it on power calls. Okay. I said he's a short yard. You can use it as a short yardage back, but you can also catch out the backfield. Patient, good vision, will follow block. Right. He's a guy, he can break away. Like he broke away versus Virginia Tech for multiple big yard games, 20-yard games, 30-yard games. He also has the ability that he can go to the edge. So it's not just like he can only go downhill. He can also zone play. And also before he had a shoulder injury. That's why I think he went way down, because he was first averaging 106 yards per game, and he had a shoulder injury, and then his production went down. But if that shoulder injury is healed, which I hope it is, you know what I'm saying? This is a guy that can really help us. This is the power back we need. Like I said, 6'1". Yeah, Phil Maffa, I like Phil Maffa a lot. So I see him pushing. I know we got him in the 7th round, but when you look at Phil Maffa, I see him pushing, and Miles Sanders or the other veterans. I feel like he will push them. I do not see him as a practice squad guy. I see him making a team and playing.
Isaiah Pacheco was a 7th round pick.
My boy Dallas Law disagree, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I respect Dallas Law. Dallas Law is also a straight shooter too. That happens, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Obviously I got to double check myself. I still like it though that I still like it because I know Star's not going to, especially intentionally, try to recommend somebody as a sleeper that she don't believe in herself. You know, so I know she deeply cares about these Cowboys. She stood against Zach Martin when everybody else was not willing to. I trust her fully on that. I gotta fully, I gotta verify because I trust people and I verify, but I do also like back and forths like this. I think that's healthy too, because y'all saw earlier, Foots, Lou, and I and other people, we had like a difference of opinion, but when we sat down and talked it through, we more so kind of came together, So anyway, that happens sometimes, and that's like Law said, this is the war room, this ain't the pillow room. It really is.
Right.
Is Jaquindon Jackson still on the board?
Yeah.
We got one more pick, y'all.
Undrafted.
Or do we have any more picks left? Is
One
that
more
it?
pick.
We have one more pick.
Yeah, one more pick.
And it's coming up pretty fast too. So
I want a 3-down guy for undrafted.
Yeah.
Hey, we got more people in the building now. We got close to 700.
Oh, Caden Pratt lasted this damn long?
Oh wow.
Isaiah Bond.
They should just get Andrew Armstrong here, the last pick.
I agree.
That'd be a good pick.
Get my dog, man. Go on, get my dog, boy. My teammate, bro. Shout out Andrew, bro.
Xavier Restrepo.
Or Restrepo. Just take a wide receiver. Come on, Cowboys. With the last
one, man. Give them that.
Like, golly.
Hey, did they get my other dog? They get KP? Kendall Paul? You chat?
No.
He's still going? Okay, undrafted. Bring him in, Cowboys.
Shout out to Angie in the chat. Just working, man.
Thank you, man. Angie going crazy.
Thank you. Angie's going nuclear.
The ultimate team player, I swear. The ultimate. And she loves all of us, bro. See, she show love. She's it's I don't want to just single her out, you know what I'm saying, but she deserves it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But just
I am. She got everybody's chat in her clipboard, obviously, because she's flowing. She
put like, and this is love for the community she doing it for, and the reason why I said I don't want to sing her out, because she don't want a bunch of attention, but like when people putting in work like that, we go give it to her, you know what I'm saying? Amen. And the way that she love the team, this is teamwork. Like her cousin the same way, Chris 214, the same way. Like this is all about winning, bro. They do this to win. I love it.
Amen.
Let me ask you this: what do y'all feel about Nick Nash?
You feel like we're going to the Super Bowl?
I love Nick Nash. That's my pick.
Still on the board.
Hey man,
I love Nick Nash. That boy will go. He will high point the ball, man.
We got a collection of characters.
He can't separate from nobody, but
he will go get the ball. He'll
go get the ball.
He go get it.
That's why he got production. You don't get like 1,100. What do he have? Like 1,200 yards this year?
That boy playing straight jackpot.
Straight jump ball.
Straight jackpot.
Straight jump ball.
Straight jump ball. Nothing else, man.
What if we would get Nash and then come in undrafted UDA and get bombed?
They need to do everything.
However we get.
We got lucky, and some of our best things happen in luck, like Dak was luck. So we just got lucky.
Yeah.
I would hate it. It's gonna validate they
We dumb into greatness all the time. We just dumb. We just, you know.
Yeah, that's why I would hate it because it validates their bad decision making. And that's why they keep doing this shit.
God shows mercies to children and fools, man.
Is Nash more of a possession receiver? I'm just asking.
He is. In the NFL, hit Nash. In the NFL,
hit it, bro.
Possession? I don't know.
I say so. Just because you can't separate.
This jump ball. Right? Is there a term for jump ball or is that possession?
That'd probably be possession. He ain't going nowhere else.
50-50 ball.
50-50.
Red zone, 50-50
red zone threat.
Possession.
Yeah.
He ain't finna run away from nobody.
They try to say they 70-30 guys though, you know.
Hey, Superstar Status, I guarantee you, I don't have no way to verify this, but don't be surprised if Shiloh Sanders, who will go undrafted, ends up with his brother in Cleveland.
Yeah, don't come here. We don't sign undrafted undrafted safeties. We let them walk.
Exactly.
Hey, but I'll say this. Jerry Jones don't care about selling a Shiloh Sanders jersey. It's still a Dallas Cowboy jersey with Sanders on the back.
You know, Steve don't like safety. We let Julius Wood walk, and Julius Wood was balling in preseason.
He let Manny Johnson walk.
And we keep on the roster. Well, let's go.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Before we get to our pick, I also want to commend the chat. The chat has been steadily growing in day 3. I've been doing draft shows for about 6 years. Usually by day 3, people, Keystone will tell you what happened in day 3 most of the time. People tap out.
People tap out because it's a long show.
It's a long show, and it's fast, but it says a lot about y'all love for the team. I want to also clap it up for y'all, man. Just real talk. It's real talk. It tells me about y'all commitment, man, to the team, bro. So I really, really appreciate y'all because I was expecting it to dwindle down. This shit been going up, and it shows y'all that y'all truly invested. And Jerry and Steven and Jerry Jones Jr., notice about your fans, man. They love you. They mad at you. They love you though. Not you. They love the Cowboys.
I love the brand. I don't love them.
That's what I mean.
Let me ask you, what happened to Tommy Hill? I know people like Tommy Hill more than this.
Tommy Hill,
cornerback, Nebraska.
I don't know what's going on with Tommy Hill. That make no sense to me.
Is he hurt?
It's a lot of surprises today, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of surprises. I agree, bro. Tommy Hill don't make no sense to be sitting right here to me. Go ahead and get your analysis on Tommy Hill then, so that we can kind of.
Now listen, Nebraska is known for defense, and Tommy Hill was the corner over there from Nebraska. Any of the big name wide receivers that came to town with his assignment, I believe he's about 6'1", regular size.
Right there in that pre-jab, I'm gonna answer your question. Starting with that first sentence, and then the next sentence on the second one. That's gonna answer your question. They treating him like they did Will Johnson.
He's injured. Let me see.
Foot injury, 224, and he didn't run at the combine.
Oh, but yeah, I'm gonna say he was
trying to hide that foot injury.
He was their number one corner. He didn't really have a lot of interceptions, but he does get his hand on the ball. I wouldn't. Listen, if he gonna keep falling, just bring him in as a UDFA. But I'm surprised. I doubt this guy would have been at least a 4th round pick.
It's a reason why he ain't running. That's all I'm gonna say.
What's that other big back that came out of Clemson? Is Maffa better than him? That was just the last year, wasn't it?
Who?
No, they didn't have a big back. They had who Philly
he
got.
ran big. I think he ran high.
Melo's in here? What?
Yes. And
Melo,
Kobe.
And Kobe, both of them?
Yes.
Oh, they still there.
Hey, bump Tommy, bring them both. You said Kobe don't like football.
Well,
bring his teammate in here. Bring his team. And the ball.
Yeah, Melo.
Muhammad still.
Muhammad from Dallas. Hey.
Muhammad right there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I ain't gonna lie. It was a run on corner in the what? The 4th?
Murray Harris out of Iowa still there.
Man, this corner looking nice.
Who was the corner we just took?
Chevelle?
Murray Harris out of Iowa.
Ravel?
No, we took another corner since then, didn't we?
We need to go corner right here, y'all. I'm sorry. We just need to give up on receiver altogether and go corner.
Hell nah. We gonna at least get a 7th-round pick.
Man, Bun is not gonna be drafted, bro. Bun is not gonna be drafted, bro.
And ain't no guarantee.
Get the corner here, bro.
Get Andrew Armstrong, man. You said you've been talking about getting Dak a supersized weapon. There's a 6'5" nigga with 1,000-yard production in the SEC sitting right there.
No, that's true. No.
You're right. Get my dog. Talk. Get my dog.
Bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
No, get my dog.
You know why? Why I might be able to rock with what you're saying, Henny?
Huh?
I might be able to rock with what you're saying because probably these corners might not get drafted, so you still might be able to get them. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't the corner I want.
But we need corner bad though. But
we got somebody.
You go trust you come in and be your number 2. Now we need to go corner because they started calibers, bro. They're starting to caliber corners, bro.
Listen to me. There is no reason outside of this man being older that he is still on the board. Andrew Armstrong led the entire SEC in receptions and receiving yardage. He's 6'5", ran 4.39 in his pro day, got a good ass catch radius.
4.39.
At his pro day, yes.
Hand, you know.
Yes.
Cowboy.
Hey, at his pro day, it was 4.51 at the
That's some good ass numbers, and that's a lot of production. I like what you're saying, bro.
We need to go ahead and get him. Like
he sold them on.
Yeah.
He sold them to me.
Yeah,
I like
it.
Give him a dog, man.
And then Lou, know the man. We up here trying to set the interview up. We need to go ahead and draft the nigga.
That's a good case, Henny.
Them corners gonna be there.
It ain't no guarantee they gonna come to Dallas though, because they gonna be UDFAs.
But that's the same thing with Bond though.
We one pick away. Thank you, Angie.
So that's the same thing with undrafted free agents. They may not even come to Dallas. Like Bond might go to Houston. they don't even need him.
He need our lawyers. We got some different lawyers. I know a Cowboy lawyer too.
Talk to him. Get it done.
Talk to him.
I'm connected.
Make it work.
Oh yeah. So T-shirt say Cowboys getting Gilly. Yeah, go with the receiver. Thank you, Henny. Yeah, because that's some good insurance.
I could see him coming. I could see
you can draft Armstrong and then get Bun in the free agent.
Yeah, so UDFA.
And pick up Gilly.
Yeah, and you can cut the fuck out of Jalen Brooks or somebody else.
No,
Paris Campbell.
Is Andrew Booth bags packed yet? I'll go help him.
I'll help
him.
Wow.
I volunteers tribute.
We should have took
Andrew Booth still on the team.
That's what I'm saying. We need to go help. We need to go pack them bags immediately.
He continue to hoard people. Hey,
y'all.
We finna draft another offensive lineman.
Hey, please.
Hell no.
Hey, Lord.
Hey. Get that bullshit out the air,
hey,
man, Lord.
you want? Hey, I'm gonna tell you why Shotty been sitting up there slap dapping. With Steve.
He wants some trade.
You want to know? It's what I said earlier. When you get the truck, you let your lady go on a girl's trip. So he got Booker and let him have the rest of the draft. That's how you got to do with them dudes. That's why he happy. I like that value pick. I like that value. That value right. I like it too. You lying. You lying.
They're finna get a defensive tackle or some shit.
Well, there's another defensive play. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I'm looking at the live stream.
How are y'all so ahead of me? That's what
they're not on the phone though. And
she looked at DallasCowboy.com, so she
now
can see
what
the
it
room.
is man, you know that Alabama stuff is kind of old.
Might be.
You know, y'all kind of low key.
We did get Bama. We got Booker. We got Bama.
I got the fiber optic though. You know, my shit top notch.
That's true.
We got Bama.
That's what that suburb living is, man. Y'all got landlord messed up.
Hey, chill out.
No, they don't. They only put fiber optics in the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta have that sauce.
My boy Lane got the money on.
Man, he got that money on.
Washington got my guy.
Man, you solid, Smoke.
Crossy Merritt, I wanted him, bro. I wanted. We should.
I love Smoke.
I wanted
Smoke.
Crossy Merritt, bro.
Smoke. I really love you, bro. You a good dude, bro. Like my boy Smoke done sent me the Dallas Cowboy free agent tracker, bro.
The undrafted.
Yeah. That's so solid, bro. See, and the community is dope, bro. You see the love they do, bro. They's like, boss, I got you. I ain't even asked for that. He got me, bro.
Did you see both our guys go, boss, in this round? One where it was a tackle that we like, probably better than one we got. Remember we liked what was his name? Jack Nelson.
Oh shit.
Yep.
He went to
Hey.
the
They got to steal with Jack, boy.
and then I think Thomas
What, man?
Cardone.
Nothing, dog. I ain't talking about that. I'm just looking at
He
something.
be reacting so crazy. I'm thinking we just goddamn traded for Tyreek Hill, goddamn.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
Henry be tripping.
He
Hey,
be like,
I swear,
hey,
bro.
hold on.
I ain't gonna lie,
Oh
bro.
wait, Black did go to the Giants.
I spoke
Corey
about
Black.
it. I thought they was
Corey
on-
Corey
I
Black.
thought it's
We on
gotta
the
be-
clock. We on the
Yeah.
clock.
It's gotta be a defensive player because I see.
I'm glad we didn't get Chris Paul Jr. That's just me. The linebacker.
Yeah, he talking.
He
gonna
gone
talk.
already though.
But
I'm
who
glad
is-
we didn't get him. I'm glad we didn't get him.
We talked to Lou, y'all, and we just drafted nothing but linemen today. That's all we doing.
Yeah.
We rocking with Lou now.
I was just tripping that Seth McLaughlin was still
What's going
board.
on? What's going on in the room, Star?
It's beyond me.
It's a defensive player because now Flus is on the phone. I just don't know who it is.
Corner.
They celebrate. Woo!
Corner.
McClay,
Hate bitch ass niggas.
when McClay roughing up his son, like they are knowing about this fit. I'm like, who the hell is this? Can't be somebody.
Is there any D tackles left?
Yeah, there's some tackles.
We
left.
just took a defensive tackle when you were gone.
We gonna double dip at it.
No, I heard y'all. We took the poly guy.
The who?
The poly.
Yeah, dude from the Polynesian guy. Listen,
Thor Griffith?
I like him though.
It's Thor Griffith.
I like his write up.
They took Thor. I think
I'm thirsty as hell.
They took him this time for real.
it's Thor. Multiple people saying Thor Griffith. Yep, I like Thor. I told you I like Thor.
Who's Thor Griffin? He a DT?
He's a DT
Defensive tackle Louisville.
Louisville.
Matter of fact, Keystone, you put me on the boy.
I liked him. He was
So
a
did
3
Pete.
days.
That was
He went to what's that smart ass school? And then he transferred. You know what I'm talking about? Started at H. Harvard.
Oh my God, you didn't know Harvard? Yeah,
I'm blanking.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Smart
I
ass
get it.
schools
No.
I'm blanking.
I
I'm
get
just
it. I
blanking.
get it. No, let me say this real quick. That's a testament of how hard he been working, bro. Because that been happening to me all week. When you've been putting in crazy draft work and prepping and all this kind of stuff, your mind start becoming mush after a while. If people that be watching my content, how many brain farts did I have this week?
Couple.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Clarence Hill do it. He was like, I forgot.
He do it all the time.
When you doing all this work, man, you ain't got time. You gonna mess up somewhere.
Yeah, you go. Yeah.
Oh, you say he's hoping it's Griffith. It's not Griffith.
Yeah, I don't know. This not showing up. I'm like, who the hell is
It ain't happened yet.
Yeah.
Y'all guessing. Y'all have a
What I do know for sure is you had 10 picks and you didn't pick one wide receiver.
That's a damn shame.
They told you that they told you
Team
that
Weapons
John
tried to warn
Domingo.
y'all, bro.
They told you that John
You
Domingo.
did. I gotta say, Team Weapons won. I'm being honest. Y'all did.
I ain't got no choice. But
If they didn't pick,
It ain't
Pollard,
over yet
would
because
it be
they
a
still
receiver?
can do some trades. They can do some trades, but
Yeah, you
I
better
don't
do
have a lot
that,
of
bro,
open.
bro. You gotta show me.
is it a guarantee they pick receiver if they don't pick
They
the
told
O
you.
line?
They told you that John Domingo was your fourth round pick this year.
I'm saying if they didn't say Booker, do you think wide receiver would have been a pick?
No,
Yeah.
it would have
Nope.
been Ted.
It would have had to be Ted. Ted was the only one. Look
That
like,
was the exception.
So
I
it would
think
have been
they
Smart
would
Stewart.
have moved down and still got a receiver. I think they definitely wanted a receiver because that's why they was fighting.
Yep.
I think.
No, wait. We took Tommy King Besota, defensive tackle from Maryland.
What's his profile?
I
Y'all
don't
watch
know. I
He
wasn't.
played next to Jordan Phillips, right?
Yeah,
was
I
he
was-
big too?
Yeah, I would look at Jordan Phillips. I never looked at him.
6'4", 306. Yeah, they
Beat him
don't got
mistake.
no.
yeah, y'all.
I
I
hate
have
you.
to tell y'all.
I hate this.
So hey, let me
Tell
go ahead.
about it.
I gotta go
It's-
ahead and get this off so I got stuff I gotta do. I just wanted to get through the draft with y'all. First and foremost, fuck Jared Jones. Fuck Stephen Jones. Fuck everybody that hate wide receivers. Fuck everybody that hate Dak Prescott. You had a wide receiver that had a first round grade at one point sitting there. You refused to draft him. I understand the legal issues, but F that. Take a risk, low. Hey, no guts, no glory. You could have just went ahead and got Isaiah Bond. You had a 30-visit wide receiver that was 6'5", and a 1,000-yard receiver in the SEC, and you didn't do it. Averaged over 100 yards a game. You would act like you were a scared little hoe. And listen, we asking for the bare minimum. We asking for a 7th-round wide receiver and a dude with an open case, and you can't even do that shit.
You can't even get an old Keenan.
So, listen. No disrespect to nobody we drafted. I hope that all you young men are successful. Welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. I will welcome you with open arms. God bless you. But fuck the front office though, man. Them niggas, they running my blood pressure up. But yeah, man. God bless America. Fuck the Eagles. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, I should have one of those crystal balls over here. Because this is what I wanted to prevent, y'all. I ain't saying it's over. It's still hope. You know what I'm saying? That it's a chance that my way wasn't the best way. But I just gotta say, I believe it was. And until some show me different, I'ma still believe that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting back now looking like, man, we tried our best to prevent this.
Look at that hashtag.
What it is.
Look at that hashtag.
Exactly. Cause it's like I'm almost sure I know my team, bro. We've been following this team for so long. We know their characteristics. We look at anything we spin as a real big spin. So when we got Mingo, bro, we pretty much you remember we was hearing whispers of like, oh, we ain't doing that at receiver. Soon as we got Mingo, we like, well, that's that guy. We might not do that at receiver. And now you hear them coming out saying we feel like we didn't have to do that at running back. We feel like we ain't have to do that at receiver because they gonna try to make sure that the moves that they made make them look like the smartest people in the room. And that just don't win you football games, man. So hey, I'm just hoping that they can find a way to make some of these 5th-round trades like they did with Cooks and Gilmore. Because if we don't do nothing like that, y'all, we in trouble. I'm just tell you straight up.
Let me get mine in real quick. Draft over with, y'all. I mean, what did they show you? It looked like they showed us the
defense and run the ball.
They showed us the same thing that most of us kind of predicted. When the moment arrives for them to make the difference-making move, they almost are allergic to it. Yes, we got running backs. Yes, some of you happy about Blue. Some of you are happy about, all right, landlord. Some of you are happy about the other running back we got, but they missed the golden opportunity in round 3 when Caleb Johnson was right in their face after getting Booker. That would have kind of shifted the whole narrative if you would have got that. So when it's time to make the real move, we don't do it. We go the cheap route. That sounds like the same old movie to me. You got D tackles, but they bottom of the barrel defensive tackle. Are they going to even make the team? You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. We load up on edge, though. We great on edge. So we did that. We did the same usual thing. But the disappointing thing is what I just said a few minutes ago. You had 10 picks, and you're going to sit there and tell me you're not going to equip your $60 million quarterback, the highest paid player in the National Football League, and you did not, as of right now, you did not help him at all. CeeDee Lamb still now has the same complaint. I need some help. Dak Prescott ain't gonna say nothing. He's just not in him to do that. CD said it. We still didn't get anybody, we didn't get him any help at all. Yeah, we got UDAs coming up. Yeah, we still can trade. Yeah, we can do that. But as of right now, Are we a better football team? I would say yes. I think we're a better football team. I'm gonna be fair. But we didn't make the impact that we really needed to make during this draft. And for that, you know, I got a little optimism, but I'm not hype at all.
I guess I'll go next. I think with this draft, I still think that with the talent that we got, especially the first 2 picks, I mean, I think those were talent-wise home run picks. I think when we got to 3rd, that got kind of weird. I probably wouldn't have went Revel. I probably would have went Caleb Johnson or a wide receiver there. I'm gonna be honest. But you know, they really like Revel. They feel like his medical checked out, so that's what they went with. I do think that in these later rounds, getting Blue, getting Mafa, I mean, I feel like the message is clear. I feel like we just didn't like, per se, the players that they used to get their message across, if that makes sense. But I said this at the beginning of this show today, that the Cowboys, I mean, look what they did. Their whole free agency and whole draft was pretty much defense outside of offensive line and running back. So for everybody who was saying they want to run the damn ball, I feel like they showing you that's what we about to do. We about to run the ball. We about to take it back to 2014, 2016. We about to run the ball, and we about to play defense. And I think as far as weapons, I feel like at this point, now we could end up still getting Bond because he didn't get drafted. So, well, draft's not over, so he could still get drafted, but I don't think he gets drafted. So you can still go out there and get Isaiah Bond, but if not, you know, you are going to have to make a trade for a wide receiver. Again, we do have to be fair to Mingo. We haven't seen him yet with a real quarterback, so we got to see what's going to go on there. But, you know, it is unfortunate for us team weapons because we did say, you know, everybody was telling us once we got Mingo, we wasn't going to get a wide receiver, and that's looking like the case. The Cowboys are betting the house on Mingo. They said they had a 2nd round grade on him, so they want to see if they can coach him up. I will say, guys, that I think that the Cowboys, the philosophy is the same, but I think the difference is this. They're betting the house on these. Last year, they bet the house on the young guys. This year, they're betting the house on these coaches. That's what I feel like the key difference is on how we move. Not the player acquisitions, because they was cheap in free agency, draft. They went BPA. They didn't draft for need. They always say, that's how they do. We stick to our board. We don't care about needs. So I think that what they're doing is they're betting the house that they went out and got these coaches that they feel like are going to make the difference. They are developers. And, you know, I hope so. I hope that these coaches can come in here and be the difference makers and the developers, because I will say under Mike McCarthy, under Dan Quinn, our players wasn't developing like that. I don't know what the reason was, who dropped the ball or whatever, but I feel like they were not developing how they were supposed to be. And so I feel like the Cowboys feel like that's the issue and not the talent. And whether I agree with that or not, I feel like the wide receiver room to me needs more talent. But I do feel like these coaches will be able to make a difference. Now, will they be able to make the difference to push us over the hump? That remains to be seen. But overall, I will give this draft grade, I will give us a B. It could be better depending on what they do in the undrafted free agency era, because you know they like to get busy with that too. So anyway, but have fun. This was great. I keep saying that, but I had so much fun today with my brothers, and we going and talking sleepers and doing all that type of stuff with Keystone and Lou and Boss and Landlord, Henny, OC, Rome, DMV, Tuck, Law, everybody, Votch. Just appreciate Foots came on. I forgot Foots came on with us earlier. So everybody who came in, we just had a great time. And all I say is we haven't played a game yet, so we just got to see how this shakes. We got to see how it shakes out. But yeah, that's my final word.
My final word, I want to give special thanks to everybody that took their time to kick it with us as usual. And this draft, I have to say this has really been my best work because I felt like I almost hit the entire draft if you really ask me. Because the first 3 picks, I hit those 2. Seriously. And I look forward to see what development's going to be because I know we got new coaching. I want to see how Eberflus is going to do with this defense. I really look forward to seeing what he's going to bring because we really don't know what he's going to have his discussions when he be having his post-game talks and all stuff like that. We're going to see what he's really about and what his vision is really going to be to bring into this team. So with that being said, everybody, I'm just grateful for all y'all, man. And for what it was worth, I just truly hope that these people that coming in here can make an impactful difference. That's going to be the question. Who's going to be impactful? Daddy. So when it's all said and done, salute. Peace on signing up. Get the draft.
Yeah.
I get the draft with B- C+.
Yeah, so Cowboy Nation, my final words. I thought this was I'm gonna give you. So we started out hot. I feel like we made a very key important pick that changed, and I felt like it captured what Shotty is trying to do, and I love what Shotty is trying to do. But I'm not gonna lie, I just wish the chefs that's not supposed to be cooking would get out the kitchen. I just wish they would get out the kitchen. I feel like they're afraid of a receiver because they don't want to pay one or they want to spite. It's just too many other things, and I just hate when other things get involved of football. I love the draft because it's football at its purest. That's what J Tuck said. I'll never forget that quote. And I just hate it that we did that. Now, the other picks we got, I love, the defensive end we got. I love, I wish we would have took the running back over, the cornerback because he's hurt also. But I nonetheless, he's still a physical guy. I just felt like the Cowboys were out here drafting ignorant. And when I say that, I don't mean it's a bad thing. I'm just saying like you ignoring the fact that you're not a contender, my guy. So why are you moving like the Eagles? The Eagles are out here picking and choosing like, let's get the BPA right here. You have needs, so meet the needs first. Handle the needs first. And I feel like you doing that is self-righteous, is dumb, and most of all, I believe it's lazy. Because I feel like everyone you brought in is either BPA or the guys that you brought in for a 30 visit. And how does that help us? How does that help us now? We over here making CEO decisions when our house is a mess. But we over here thinking about the move when the house is a mess. We need to think about one thing at a time. I wish we would have took it. I love the running backs we did get. I just wish they were better quality. I know Shotty said he wanted running backs, but don't just give him bottom of the barrel. But listen, because they wanted to be lazy in the draft, and even though they got great players, they've got to be lazy. Now they got to do more work. Of course, they got to go in the undrafted, which they love because that's the cheap. That's them going to shop at Dollar Tree. Because thanks to Coach Marv, he told me about that. That's a whole nother market that they don't have to worry about. It's literally a cap market. And now we're gonna be pushing trades. There's no reason for you not to want to bring in Keenan Allen now. There's no reason for it. He's at his cheapest. Everyone got their receiver. His stock has plummeted. So it's right there for the taking. I don't want to hear nothing that we already got somebody like that. No, make room. You were wasting, space already by bringing in these bodies to prove a point, not to make the team better. That's the things I'm talking about. Y'all act like y'all God. Stop acting like that. Stop acting like that. Move correctly and just win football games. So I'm gonna do my part. We finna hit hard on these draft breakdowns when in terms of like film. We're gonna be breaking down their strengths, weaknesses, and how they best, add to the team. I know people got a lot of questions because why I believe, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, we're not as bad as we think, Cowboy Nation. I know we're missing wide receiver 2, but we don't really need the type of caliber wide receiver 2 because that Booker pick, we're gonna prove to y'all why. The run game should be king, and it will be king, and if it's that, we will be just fine. And then everything else will take care of itself. Shotty, Big is right. I'm putting my trust in Shotty. I love what he's doing. Even though he didn't win the war, he's playing the game. He is my Tyrion Lannister. I love that character. If y'all didn't watch Game of Thrones, I love Tyrion Lannister because he knew how to play the game. That's what made him a great hand. See, he fought. He knew when to fight. He knew when to go against the king, and then he knows when to blow up the king's ego. I saw him blowing up the king's ego just then, even though it's helping his defense out, but he's playing the game. Now I need to see him put this plan into action. Let's get some culture in here. You want to stop the holding penalties? It's up to you. I'm going to be paying attention to you, Shotty. You hear me, Coach Marv? In training camp, you better have a strict training camp. I better not hear shit about sitting guys out. Fuck that. Y'all at work. Let's work. Fuck you. I love your families, but we at work and we got to do some shit this year. Damn the kids right now. Let's get to work. No soft shit this year. Offensive line, we got too many hands. Fuck all that soft shit, because we saw that soft shit with McCarthy, and y'all ass was getting y'all ass did in by motherfucking Malik Collins and you Tyler Smith. That shit was fucking embarrassing when I saw that shit on film. I said Malik Collins, Tyler Smith. Damn that. Let's get to work and let's put it. Come on, Cowboy Nation. That's my final word. And I get a draft a B.
Well, first, I don't want to draft the grade yet. I want to sleep on it because there's some players on there that I don't know enough about to really. I don't want to say it because it'll be feelings. It's a lot of them that I knew. Some of them I don't. Like that DT that they picked up, I don't. I like to write up on them, but I don't know them. So some people that I have to look at before I want to give my grade. We might do one more of these. You know, you go probably get one more of these DC universes before we take a significant break from DC universe. I think it's fair to wait till these undrafted free agents come in. I want to show y'all a site that that can help you while you're looking at this. My boy Smoke sent this to me. So Draft Network is going to be having a updated UDFA signings as they're being acquired. So we want to make sure that we bless all of y'all with the tools that's going to give y'all what you need to know what's going on. That's very important. And then once that come in and then I look at it, I'm going to research those guys. And then I'm going to start trying to get y'all the grade that I think I have. And then I'm going to also grade the entire free agency. At this point, we have enough to grade the entire free agency. On the surface, it doesn't look bad. It just disheartening when you don't see the obvious top need not addressed. When you see wide receiver 2, everybody, uncle, mama, daddy, cousin, all of us knew wide receiver 2, and Big Time said it best. How do you go 10 picks and don't address your biggest need? So I'm gonna give you a chance to maybe see if you got one of them trades up your sleeves that you was promising me, because you promised 2. You ain't gonna come down with 1. You was talking about you on the phone and there could be a significant trade coming down the pipe. It got to be something like that if you didn't touch receiver, or it was what y'all already leaking out now. We believe in Mingo and we finna run with that. So, so I'm gonna just pause for a minute. Y'all give me a second to pause. And then I come back with my grades and all that kind of stuff. Lastly, most importantly, I want to thank everybody, the whole draft show. I want to thank every one of y'all. Y'all did a great job. I mean, I think this is the best draft show I've ever been a part of. And this has been a draft show that I sat back a lot on. And I had to trust that people would do their part. And they did above their part. Like the knowledge, the sleepers, being able to predict what was getting ready to happen, having the updated knowledge on these, not just the Cowboys, but also what's going on around us. These people put in a lot of work. You had Henny, you had Landlord, you had Lou, you had Big Time, you had the OC. Hold on, let me look. I don't want to forget nobody. You had DMV, you had Rome. Let me look at the whole group, because I want to name them, the people that put in the work. There's a lot of work put in. You had obviously Fuss come in. You had Rome come in. You had Tuck come in. Y'all give me 1 second. I said big time. Amp, Amp left out in tears, was dealing with his wife and the cancer news, but still, think about that. His wife was fighting cancer and he was still putting in work for the show, y'all. Think about that. Just think about that. So I really appreciate all that work. And then lastly, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate that it's still over 500 people in here and the show is over. That shows that y'all love for this team. So I appreciate the entire DC universe. It's not one of us. It's not a clique of us. It's all of us. And we're going to continue to give y'all this sauce. And it's not going to stop. We got a lot of work to do. I'm going to be honest. The thing I didn't like at the end is DTs at the end, because I know Stephen Jones, in his mind, that's going to help us next year. And we all know that generally late round DTs, especially, you don't trust them to save your season. You did not really help Michael Parsons with that. Yes, you drafted DTs, but I've been looking at this too long to really trust that's going to be the answer. But yeah, so we're going to be coming back, man, likely one more after the undrafted season. Then you go kind of see us retreat into our camps. But then you go see more DC Universe going forward, and it's going to always probably be different. So y'all stay up, man. It's your boy, Boss Cowboy.